On this episode of Project Big Screen, we have dinosaurs. That's right. End of Oak Street, dinosaur movie, talking the new Ronald Reagan movie, Brink of War, and also we're doing top 10 best concept bad movie list. All that and more coming up on Project Big Screen. All right, Project Big Screen. We're talking good concept, bad movies today, among other things. Does that mean we liked or didn't like the main movie we're reviewing, The End of Oak Street?
I thought you were talking about the end of the Cold War. Good concept.
We're also going to talk The Brink, The Brink of War. I literally sat down in a theater and I don't know the name. Mm-hmm. The Brink of War.
The Brink of War.
Yeah.
It's Jeff Daniels Reagan.
The WMA biopic.
From Angel Studios.
Approved by the Guild. Don't forget.
Yeah, it is. It's Angel approved. Well, let's talk a little Lanterns. I believe we all watched Lanterns.
Yeah.
The new DC show from Damon Lindelof on HBO, which he is 1 for 1 with DC shows on HBO. I think Watchmen is like the best comic book thing ever made.
Are we forgetting The Leftovers? Come on now.
For saying comic book only, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah,
comic
I
book
mean, that
only.
was the-
Okay. Sorry.
Who can
I
forget?
just black out now when I hear comic book. We've done so much for the past month.
Who can forget that famous DC character Kevin Garvey from The Leftovers?
From The Leftovers.
I did recently rewatch it. The third season of that show is very good. Very good. That actually, I'll tell you what. If that was a movie, that'd probably be on a lot of people's good concept bad movies list. I do like that show. I think it's a good show. But a lot of people don't like The Leftovers.
Pretty high quality. I mean, it wasn't necessarily for me, but I don't know. I don't know how to say it's bad.
All-time great trailer too.
Yes.
The opening 10 minutes too are like some of the best TV.
With that James Blake song, right?
Yeah. Who's the actor's dad? Really good actor.
Who? I think someone back when that came out tweeted it. This was like 12 years ago. I think it was Bill Simmons. He was like, the problem with The Leftovers too was that it was the most depressing summer show ever released.
Very true.
It was not like, it just was not a summer show. Anyway, that's The Leftovers. We're not talking about that today. We're talking about the end of Oak Street. Well, let's talk little X-Men, some other
Star
stuff as
Wars,
well.
yeah.
But yeah, The End of Oak Street, directed by David Robert Mitchell, who did the movie It Follows. Great horror movie.
Fantastic horror movie.
Got that from Second Sight on my shelf. Great movie. Then he did Under the Silver Lake, which I'm not as much of a fan of, but I know a lot of people like this movie.
I'm not a fan of that movie. I don't know how you guys felt about that.
I think you and I are in the minority on that, Kenjac.
I think film heads love it. You know what I mean? Like the hardcore letterbox crowd loves it. I am not a big fan of it. And I think it's I don't like movies that are LA aggrandizing, where it's like the world revolves around LA, which like plenty of movies do that with New York and other places too. But like, I'm just not a big fan of that sort of genre.
He did those two, and now he did this, The End of Oak Street, which has a pretty solid cast. Anne Hathaway, Ewan McGregor. They have kids in the movie as well, though not obviously like well-known actors. After a mysterious cosmic event rips Oak Street from suburbia and transports their neighborhood to some place unknown, the Platt family soon discovers that their very survival depends on them sticking together as they navigate their now unrecognizable surroundings. Set in the 80s?
Early 80s?
I think 1982.
90s?
Yeah.
It's like 82.
Yeah, sorry.
82, yeah, 80s. Set in the 80s, so yeah, it's a fucking dinosaur movie. Which we don't get a ton of outside of a billion Jurassic Park movies. And then, of course, the movie 65 with Adam Driver, which might be on the list of good concept bad movies. We'll see.
We also had another dinosaur movie this weekend. We have a twin movie situation. The Paw Patrol movie. Also a dinosaur movie.
True, I
Who can
had to
forget?
I had to see that like next
Yeah,
next
you had to
week.
see it. Yeah.
No, I do have to see it.
Yeah.
It's in
You will be the
1,000
only-
I will. Yes.
Yeah.
It's rated PG, by the way, not G.
Whoa.
You need
Why?
to reverse. What was that? What was the movie with Brendan Fraser from last year? Rental Family.
Rental Family,
Yeah,
that's
Rental
right,
Family.
You need the
Right,
opposite of that. So when you go see Paw Patrol, you can bring you bring your rental.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
And
Klemmer steps into the theater with a like unmarked child. You see how this looks, right?
The problem is too, like my nieces and nephew now are too old for that, so like I wouldn't even like. I'm not gonna bring like they're gonna think Paw Patrol. That's hard. Like they're not gonna want to see that. Everyone in my life's too old. This baby's not born yet. I can't even bring the baby.
Where do we stand on The End of Oak Street? Klemmer, I'll let you go first, then Kenjac. What did we think about this movie?
I really like this movie. This is right up my alley. This is, Spielberg, Joe Dante, vibes the whole entire time. I thought the performance was really good. I know some people were kind of knocking Ewan McGregor. I thought he was fantastic. I really think Anne Hathaway once again is elite. We all know that. But they're treating it seriously. Like they're treating it as they would an Oscar-winning movie in a summer blockbuster. That for me, when I was growing up, cartoons weren't a big deal. Like in the 80s, Disney was kind of not doing very well. You went and saw movies like this. You went and saw movies like Goonies and Gremlins, and this kind of fits that vibe for me. I'd stack that right up. Maybe not exactly up there with that same quality, but in that next tier for sure. I enjoyed every second of it. Had a pretty brisk runtime. It never overstayed its welcome. I thought the characters did intelligent things. Sometimes when the rare times the action let up, they had good conversations. I don't know. I was pretty fucking entertained the entire time, and I kind of don't understand how someone couldn't be. Walking out, I felt like this is a movie for everyone, and I can't imagine walking out and not being like, that was a good time at the theaters. I enjoyed the hell out of this. I'm going to give it an 84.
Wow.
84. Big
movie
score.
for everyone. Would you bring children to this movie?
Oh, well, I don't believe in I think kids should see everything. I don't know. Like,
but it is worth talking about when you invoke the Goonies and you invoke all these Spielberg throwbacks.
Kids went to those.
Exactly. So would you bring it?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course you would. Why wouldn't you?
To this one?
Yes.
Okay.
But on the wrong person.
It gets kind of
on the wrong person to ask. When I grew up, my parents, there was no rules on art. Yeah. So I could see whatever I wanted. So I was going to radar movies when I was 5. Could do I could go to whatever I want. I don't think art should be restrained by age. I don't really understand the need for that.
I agree.
So I would bring kids this, but I'm probably the wrong person to ask. But I grew up going to movies like this, and I don't think kids in the 80s were permanently scarred from it. It's a movie. Stop.
No, Spielberg has a great quote about that too, where he's like, every single children's movie should have at least one scene that really fucks the kid up. Really scares.
Poltergeist, another one.
Scares the kid.
I would stack right up there. Poltergeist, Family in Danger. That's a great movie. Is it scary as fuck? Yes. Should kids see it? Of course.
What was the first time you saw tits on screen?
Oh, I don't remember a time when I
so young can't even count.
I guess yeah.
Yeah, it was always
always.
It was not always on. But we had HBO at the house. I could watch whatever I wanted to. So you just walk by and it's
seeing the Devils.
I was born with the tits.
Yeah. Just
molded
what was the movie? Just One of the Boys. That one had tits. I remember thinking that was kind of exciting.
Mine was Starship Troopers. I remember.
I'm gonna look these up on the Barstool Wi-Fi right now.
Starship Troopers shower scene sticks in my mind forever. I think it's the first tits I remember. Big time.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a popular one for people around our age.
The Titanic would be a big one because it's PG-13.
Yeah,
tits.
I think I watched the PG, not PG version, but the TV version first.
Titanic
first. Yeah, not the one on the triple VHS or double VHS set. Yeah. But yeah, for End of Oak Street, I'm not quite as high as Klemmer. I'm at I think a 60 out of 100 for End of Oak Street. And I think that it is technically a very sound movie. And the goal, I think, is very clear. And it's been pointed out by plenty of people, not just us or anyone else. It's very much Amblin Light, for sure. Fun sci-fi concept, 80s setting, production value is pretty high, family dynamic included to kind of get you through the steps. The Michael Giacchino score, I think he, out of all current composers, is the closest to John Williams in that sense of magic he can imbue into a movie as far as stylistically goes. And also family divorcing right up Spielberg's alley as well.
Yeah.
So it definitely feels like Amblin Light, and it's a success in that sense. But I think that's also a weakness to me in this movie, and that the whole time this feels like Spielberg, but it's not Spielberg, and it's a kind of a shallow representation of him, and I didn't like that part of it. Every time there's a dinosaur on screen, it's light you up great action. Every time the family's on screen, I want to tear my eyes out. Their dynamic was horrible to me, but we'll talk about that more in depth later. To me, anytime there's action in this movie, it is operating at a 10 out of 10. Anytime the family is speaking, I don't want to hear them speak at all. So that's where I landed on the End of Oak Street. And also, I think I was a little bit had a jaded opinion going into it because a lot of critics that we follow that I would say are very, very picky were all over this, right? People like Ehrlich or whatever were this is one of the best movies ever. People that are pretty generally harsh love this movie. So I'm this has to be good. And I don't think it's that level of good, which maybe hurt my expectations of it a little bit.
So you gave it a 68?
A 60.
60.
Okay, so I'm a little higher than you. Maybe I'm being unfair to it. I don't know. Klemmer makes me want to maybe revisit this. But I don't think I had nearly as much fun as Klemmer did. I gave it a 68. I don't know. I just never really cared about the people in this. And like you compare it to like, you want to bring up like Jurassic Park and bring up like Goonies. Like I just never really cared or connected to the family at all. And they bring in, I don't want to bring in any spoilers here yet, but there's other characters brought in as well. And for me, like, I don't know, maybe it's unfair to compare it to like the pinnacle of dinosaur movies, but I mean, unfair or not, I'm going to bring up Jurassic Park. And to me, I don't know, I just didn't, like, I had fun. Don't get me wrong. I definitely had fun and like plenty of spots. And I think the beginning is great. When the dinosaurs first come into this movie, I think it was a great scene. Like really good high intensity stuff. And it never really captured that magic the rest of the way for me. Or I still had fun, but I never was kind of like on the edge of my seat, like, holy shit. Like when they're chasing them through the neighborhood in the beginning of the movie, I was dialed in. I was locked in. And then we'll get into it in spoilers, but the ending just doesn't work for me. It feels a little too goofy, even for a concept like this. And that may not be fair, but it just felt a little too out there and a little too like wonky. And I don't know, the plane didn't really land too much for me. So I had fun with this. And I do think it's clear I'm in somewhat of a minority on this, maybe a little bit. And it's definitely fun, but I just didn't connect on it at a level that I think some people are, including yourself, Klemmer. But I can see how and why you liked it. It just didn't land for me, especially the end. The end just doesn't work for me. We'll get into it in spoilers if I can be more specific about it. But yeah, 68 for me.
If this movie, since you brought up Jurassic Park, if this movie was in the Jurassic Park franchise, where would you slot it? Like ranking?
Oh,
obviously,
that's
JP's
like way
top.
better. I also have this, like, I rescored. I rewatched Disclosure Day. We want to talk about Amblin. I do have this above Disclosure Day. Disclosure Day, just every time I think about it, it goes down in my book. But this is better than most of the Jurassic Park movies.
Oh yeah, all but one. And also, I think it's unfair. Like that's like any mob movie you got to compare it to Goodfellas. Like Jurassic Park is one of the greatest movies of all time.
That's why I'm specific when I say fair or unfair. But the issue is when you talk space movies or even you talk mob movies, like there's a lot. And for this, it's like dinosaur movies are tough because like you have to stop your brain a little bit from going to the obvious ones here, right?
But also, like, they're clearly trying to be similar to Spielberg. Right?
Spielberg, yes. Jurassic Park, no, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but like I think if they're trying to be Spielberg light, then you have to compare them to them. Like that's what they were going for. They were trying to ride off that coattail a little bit. Then you're gonna be punished for that. I think.
I don't know if you get punished for it if you do it well. I don't.
Well, I'm saying in the realm of relative like comparison, right? Like if you want to rip Spielberg, then you're going to be compared to Spielberg. I think, right?
I guess. I just Jurassic Park to me is just such an unfair bar because it's just such a high bar.
Yeah, but I would never say like
that's like probably one of the 30, 40 best films of all time.
I wouldn't say like if this movie isn't
10.
Jurassic Park, it sucks. But I just don't think it's even close to that. Like that, I would never make that type of comparison. I think this is in a world of dinosaur movies where one franchise has the most unfair monopoly over dinosaurs in history because they've not earned that. They have not earned the right to hold on to dinosaurs this tightly.
Right.
And I love the fact that other franchises are now, or people are making an attempt at it. I like it more than a lot of what Jurassic Park has done. It's just like the other stuff surrounding it is just, that didn't really work for me.
Yeah, and I'm glad that Jurassic Park got brought in this conversation because for Jeff, it did kind of hurt. And I think for you, Kenjac, it kind of hurt. For me, it kind of, I think my score might be a little higher than if I went back and rewatched this because it's exactly what I've wanted from the Jurassic Park franchise for like 20 years now, which is, and it's something they promised to us in the last reboot of the trilogy, which is what would it look like if these dinosaurs were in suburban America or suburban, the world with normal people without weapons and training and anything. And this delivered on that. I loved the setup and how long they waited to reveal the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
I loved the way the dinosaurs looked because it does create at least a little separation for me from the Jurassic Park franchise, at least going into that, I guess, the more science-y depiction of dinosaurs or what we think now that they look like, which is like big birds.
Feathers, yeah.
Which I kind of find more terrifying in a way because birds are everywhere. And now you look at a bird and you're just like, that's a fucking T-Rex. Mm-hmm. So I had a lot of fun with this. I do have complaints with some of the performances. The kids continually just, this has been a bad year for kids in movies. And the dog, putting the dog in danger, never really works for me. Putting a pet in danger never really works for me. But overall, I had fun. I'm at a 75. I had a really good time with this movie. Really, really good time, especially when the dinosaurs come on screen. It's wish fulfillment as a 4-year-old and as someone who's just wanted this out of that other franchise for so long.
What did we think about the dinosaur designs and how they looked before we get into spoiler territory?
I thought they were cool. I also liked that worm snake
Oh
thing
yeah,
was cool. Like that's not like I don't know. Like I thought they looked pretty good. I never once thought like that's false or that screams or it didn't look right like CGI wise. I thought it was like pretty well done.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I thought they looked pretty damn good. I thought the raptors look good, which are significantly more accurate raptors to what humans believe them to look like.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this is going to get any Oscar nominations for technical achievement.
No,
but it's pretty well done. I never felt like it felt flat to me as far as the tech side of it.
Yeah, I think everything dinosaur is good here. Like it's very. I don't think I could find a single complaint where I'm like, wow, that dinosaur felt false. This felt weird. I didn't feel engaged. Like I felt like as engaged in this in the dinosaur action as I did in Jurassic Park. I guess maybe in Jurassic Park they're a little more. I don't know, awe-inspiring. Like the T-Rex is like whoa. Like the raptors are like whoa. I don't think any of the dinosaurs in here give that same sense, except for maybe the snake, because the snake is so creepy. But like it's still like they're all technically well done.
Jurassic Park 2 is the first time we ever saw dinosaurs on screen.
That's
like
true,
that
too.
was like that looked like people walked out of that movie thinking the dinosaurs were real, real. Like they had a thing on it. Good Morning America be like, no, this is a movie. People didn't know CGI yet. Like so like those blew our minds.
Yeah.
This doesn't do that, but it's never trying to.
Yeah, I think they're all technically well done. It's hard to find a complaint there.
Yeah, and like I said, they are different dinosaurs than what we've gotten from the Jurassic Park franchise, which I think helps its case a lot. I love that fucking worm. When it comes out of the pool, by the way, I first thought it was going to be that, that illustration that gets thrown out on Twitter sometimes of like the little creature crawling out of the water, and it's like, this is what we used to. I thought that's what it was about to be. I thought it was going to flop out of that pool, and then it just kept going and going until it was like the Alaskan bullworm.
They were cool, but it would have been cooler if there was like a laser pointer you could use to like force the dinosaur to attack other people. Would have been sick. Great work, Jurassic World.
It's so easy.
Yeah, so stupid.
Oh my god. But yeah, no, they operated within their budget too. I think it's an $80 million movie. I'd have to imagine a lot of that does get eaten up by the Anne Hathaway and Ewan McGregor of it all.
Which you could have replaced Ewan McGregor with a wooden board and been fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, I'll push back on that. I cared about that.
No, and that is
that's
not
crazy.
I think it's not his fault, to be very clear.
Pizza Joe.
Yeah, Pizza Joe.
Yeah, the guy
he got nothing to work.
Trying to
with.
provide for his family.
He had nothing in that script whatsoever.
I thought it was pretty good. I cared about him.
I didn't give a fuck about this family.
That's the difference. See, I think that's the huge difference. I just didn't, and again, like maybe I'm missing the point, but I do. But there is enough emotion baked into this where I do believe you are supposed to care about them.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
They want you to care about them.
Like 85% of this movie are with them.
I did not like the kids.
I thought they were good.
I was not happy for the daughter finding her lesbian romance.
Yeah.
I was not happy for the son finding his dog named Starbuck.
Yep.
I was genuinely happy about both.
I wasn't even happy about Anne Hathaway. I wasn't happy about. Can we get into spoilers now?
Yeah.
Since I just
we'll get into
two major
spoilers.
plot points.
Yeah.
I wasn't happy about them bringing back Ewan at the end of the movie.
Okay,
Felt cheap.
That's fair. Oh, for Dark and that though, Jeff, you said you were only at the edge of your seat during the first dino chase. When Ewan McGregor gets his leg bit off, I was like, "Holy shit!"
Great moment.
Yeah.
Great moment.
That had me.
Yeah.
Because it kind of gets you off kilter when he hits the dinosaur down with a fucking sledgehammer.
crazy.
So you're kind of like, whoa, how the fuck did that happen?
That whole thing, there's like 30 seconds. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and then the leg chomped off and then just chewed down to the ground. Like a fucking, I don't even know. That dinosaur was eating him up.
And then like afterwards, like Anne Hathaway was like, I thought she played that performance really well. She was really shook up by it.
I think Anne
It felt
Hathaway
real.
is great in this movie. She's locked in.
Yeah, if there's somebody else in this other than Anne Hathaway, like a lesser actress, this really falls apart to me. But the other, I don't think anyone else really contributes enough. And maybe that's not their fault. It could just be very much a script thing. But
it's getting major Dr. Sleep vibes because of the Ewan McGregor performance. Like from Ewan McGregor's performance.
But like, he's a good actor.
He is a good actor.
But there's nothing in the script for him. It's like, oh, he's a drinker and he doesn't have a job. It's like, and he's the perfect guy, but also sucks. And also Anne Hathaway's writing a book, but it doesn't really fucking matter. And it's like, there's too much shit happening in that. I feel like if this is pure escape, like if this is pure, we just got transported here and we need to survive, and that brings us together as a family. Like the more,
that's
is more.
what I would have preferred. I think that's where it loses me, like the divorce stuff and like the family.
Also,
like,
I have a girlfriend I'm going to find, and also I'm going to have this, and this bully is going to beat me up, even though there's fucking T-Rexes walking around next to me. That's still top of mind for the
fair.
bully.
The bully thing was there's no need for it.
He broke his fucking arm.
Broke my brother's arm. There's a raptor next to you. Like there's bigger fish to fry right now.
Also, the kid deserved to get punched in the face. He broke his arm he threw a stick in the bicycles for no reason.
Yeah, you know what?
I'm
gonna say it. I don't care that he broke his arm.
Yeah, Kerry broke his arm.
Yes, no, that's fair. I'm not going to push back on that.
This is very much like a less is more situation, and I feel like they just kept bringing in more. Well, it kept bringing it with the family stuff, and the family stuff it just gave nothing to me, at least personal feeling anyway.
Yeah, no, I agree completely, and I get that the kids are like an easy setup for like creating really tense situations with the dinosaurs, but.
But they did that in Jurassic Park without having to do all this.
They do
not
it
to keep
more
comparing
than
Jurassic
Jurassic
Park,
Park.
but they did that.
Do it in every Jurassic movie. Well, I guess the last one was. Well, the last one had a young.
The
kid,
more
right?
family stuff they include, the worse those movies got, which you thought would have been a lesson. Like think about in Jurassic World with the fucking two brothers, and like the more they try to but they're
balls with Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, and Ty Burrell's divorcing whatever her name is, and like that's creating. It's like I don't care about that. I don't care. You need to do less is more. Escape giant reptile like just Terminators. Like that is the idea here, and I feel like the more they added, the less I cared.
I liked how the mom was more of a cynic and the dad was more of an optimist, and that would come into play when they're trying to work on survival stuff. I enjoyed that dynamic. I think you guys are being way too harsh.
I like the dynamic. I don't love Ewan McGregor's performance. I think he's kind of a plank in this movie, and his accent is slipping all over the place.
I could have excused more of that. For me, the ending, and obviously we're in spoilers, the ending just doesn't work. I don't know. It doesn't land for me. Like, it's like too... the resolution just feels too goofy and weird.
I don't mind the goofiness. I just don't like that it completely wipes the slate clean of everything that's happened.
Right. That's the thing for me is I just like... Whatever, like I don't need it to be like, I don't need to be Neil deGrasse Tyson here talking about time travel and wormholes, but like a little bit of it felt kind of cheap and like, oh, okay, he's just there delivering the pizza now. I don't know. To me, it just kind of unraveled it a little bit where I think if it would have ended on, I mean, I don't know. It goes for a more happy-go-lucky vibe than a lot of other dinosaur types of movies where maybe I thought it was going to be more or less of that. So maybe there's like a disappointment element that I'm maybe unfairly baking into this, but yeah, I don't know. It just felt very like they just kind of unraveled a lot of what they accomplished with that ending.
I can understand how the ending can put people off. I think that's more of a taste thing. I didn't hate it. I didn't hate that kind of happy-go-lucky. That felt more in line with what they were doing, which is kind of that Amblin thing where like they're not going to rip a family apart. Also, I like the little touches. Like at the end, there's like two versions of that girl there at the barbecue. Like, all right, that's kind of like there would be two because she went back and say like, so I like those little nods of like the situation. Those little things. I don't know.
How does that girlfriend situation work?
I know, right?
Your clone
has
the girlfriend, right? But like that the clone is also attracted to her. That's kind of crazy.
I appreciate it, but I'm not going to sit here and like stand on my feet and scream and yell and defend this because I think it's a taste thing, and I understand how they definitely do kind of cut their legs off under them a little bit from what they've done. So I'm not going to.
And like,
I didn't mind it, but I understand how someone would.
And maybe like reconciling a little more with the fact that they're dooming their other version of themselves,
right?
Which would have been maybe a little more interesting, like kind of like not addressing it out loud exposition dump, but like saying something like to give you a little bit of that. But
yeah, they let their other version of themselves die.
Yeah, like get eaten alive by dinosaurs.
Right.
Like
it does feel like a lot of our complaints are coming back to the Amblin of it all. Like is where
that's what I'm saying.
Falters.
It's a weakness too. Yeah.
Well, but I think it's mostly. But I get
like,
is it a strength? I think it's a strength.
It is a strength, and I guess Kenjac has it kind of down pat here. Is like it is a strength in a lot of ways, but I do think it like. Do we need to keep going back to Spielberg?
I mean, don't need to keep going back to the 80s either.
This hard. Like, do we need to?
Can we get family films that aren't just like? So here's why I think I like it. Maybe some of these critics you guys are mentioning, I don't know if they're more my age than your age, but like family films became in the 90s and 2000s like it had to be like. You mentioned like bring kids to it. It had to be almost like these very gentle things. Mm-hmm. When I was growing up, they weren't gentle, and this was nice to see a movie you could bring the family to that wasn't gentle. Like somewhere along the line, what you millennials grew up with family films were like so.
Here we go again.
No. We're just very, and it's the parents' fault. We're just very soft comparatively to what the kids grew up with in the 80s.
Yeah, you're right.
And then also in the 70s, Jaws rated PG. Like things used to be a lot harsher. for somewhere along the line, we've kind of dialed that back as a society. I don't know what the shift was or when it happened, but it did happen.
So like
this was kind of a nice throwback to like.
Sounds like it might have happened during the Reagan years.
No, after that. I would say like the 90s.
I was trying to get a transition.
Your general, I think, thesis here is correct in that. Like, I agree with you, babyfying, like, sort of movies that should be going for that sort of, like, mid-family genre, like, or age group. I think that's right, and that's wrong. I just don't like the execution of, okay, let's just rip Amblin and do 80s nostalgia. I don't think that is the method in which to do this. Like, your overall, I completely agree with what you're saying. I wish there was more movies like this,
really, for the whole family,
but I don't.
Everyone can enjoy.
But I don't want the DNA to be the same. I don't want the exact execuction to be the same as it was in 1985 or whatever.
Which is like Abrams, like that's his chronic illness,
right?
Like,
yeah.
My big thing is like I will say, like we say, they did Amblin better than Amblin did Amblin this year, though.
That's true,
in my opinion, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, the split diopters, like the soundtrack, the fucking
split diopters are awesome.
Yeah, there's a lot of like just really cool little touches that are very, very Amblin, super Amblin. But again, when you're ripping the king, I'm going to compare you to the king. That's just what it is.
I just maybe that's my thing is maybe I just want more family movies that are actually for the whole family that everyone can actually enjoy, like what I grew up with, and you just don't see anymore. So when you do get it, even if it is a little bit like Amblin or a lot bit Amblin-esque, I'm willing to look past that.
I think all principally
or enjoy it almost.
We all principally agree with that. I think it's just the individual. Like when you look at it more objectively as the movie itself, that's where we disagree. I guess.
Right.
Like on their individual execution of the movie.
Right. Yeah. I mean, look, my score is low, but I'm not going to tell you not to go see it. I think for the most part, it just didn't fully work for me. But a lot of people I know love it, so I think go check it out. It's definitely worth going to see in the theater. Go check it out. The End of Oak Street. Fun dinosaur movie. Even though it wasn't my favorite, I had fun. So if you liked it, then you probably have a shitload of fun, even more fun than I had.
My theater was eating it up.
Lightyear is better than fucking 65 or anything else dinosaur.
Yeah, I like the Jurassic World, like the reboot, the soft reboot. I
the
do
first
like
one, the first one, to be very
The rest are all
Dominion,
garbage.
The one we had last year,
Fallen Kingdom.
The one we had last year was bad.
Rebirth.
Bad movie. They've all. I haven't liked any of the sequels. I like the original and I like the original reboot. And when I say I like the original reboot,
oh god, do you remember that? Darla, when they try to make Darla happen with Rebirth.
Oh yeah,
the fucking Triceratops kid.
Was it Darla?
It's something like that.
It was something like that.
Meet Darla, the new toy you're gonna buy.
It was a D name, I swear. It was like Dottie, Dorothy.
No, I think you're right on with Darla, is it not? I think so.
That was rough.
Oh my god.
Fucking what was it? I think it was Darla. Dolores.
Come on, kids. Come on, kids. And Dolores, we're going to get in the boat again.
Come buy your Dolores toys, kid.
Sail through the most dangerous part of the world.
Yeah.
Our family trip.
So stupid. But it looked great, though. Visually,
they got the market cornered.
That is The End of Oak Street. Go check it out. Dinosaurs. Let's talk The Brink of War, an Angel Studio movie. Another movie. This is one of the many movies that was showcased at CinemaCon earlier this year when we talked about all their trailers, which included the Hershey movie, which I cannot wait for.
Oh, yeah.
I am fired up for that. But this is The Brink of War. President Ronald Reagan races against time to salvage a deal with Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev that could dismantle nuclear arsenals or ignite disaster. With pressure mounting on all sides, every word spoken brings the world closer to peace or destruction. Directed by, come on, everyone knows him, Michael Russell Gunn.
Oh, yeah, of course, Gunn, yes.
MRG.
My guy. Jeff Daniels is Ronald Reagan. Jared Harris is Mikhail Gorbachev. J.K. Simmons is George Shultz, who was very recently a character in a show I rewatched for some odd reason, The Dropout, the Elizabeth Holmes show. And every now and then you need a good laugh, and Elizabeth Holmes can always supply that for you. Hope Davis is Nancy Reagan. Yeah, I mean, it's not the first Reagan movie to come out in recent memory. There was another Ronald Reagan movie a couple years ago played by
Dennis Quaid. Right?
Dennis Quaid. The stars
Dennis
are all
Quaid.
here.
Real bad movie. Really just hilariously bad movie. But this is another Angel Guild, Angel Studios approved movie. Mm-hmm. What are they saying the box office is on this bad boy?
It's not good.
I'm going to guess $5 million opening weekend.
Obviously, they do the whole pay it forward campaign.
You're right. Did you guys stay to the end? You guys
sales.
see the credits? Jeff Daniels says he's like, I will pay for someone to go see this.
He paid for someone to go see this?
Well, someone, not in that theater, but someone in general.
Wow.
So he paid like whatever, $18.
That's very big of him.
Yes.
I bet it was Jeff.
So, but he
He said Jeff D. Lowe, my good friend who watched all 8 seasons of The Newsroom. This
Yep.
one's for you, buddy.
for you. Well, I don't think he gets to pick who gets to go. I think he just goes to a fund.
But we know.
But we know when to.
Way too much Jeff Daniels in my life lately. Because I've this Chronicles. I've been showing my mother movies because she isn't a huge movie person. We watched the Steve Jobs movie because she was like, I gotta watch biopics. So we watched Steve Jobs movie, and he's in that. And then we're currently watching The Martian.
Okay.
I lied to her. I said we went to Mars. I said it's a biopic, Mom. You just don't remember this. No, she's not an idiot. That felt like a decent leap into non-biopics. Like Martian's a fun movie. It's a good ensemble cast.
Yes.
I want my
But he's in it, so I've got a lot of
girlfriend,
Jeff Daniels. I will say, if I had to rank his performances between Steve Jobs, The Martian, and this, not thinking The Brink of War is going to be on top.
Nope.
No, probably
Yeah,
not.
probably not.
I said it's like if Ronald Reagan did a Jeff Daniels impression.
Yeah, that's actually a good way of putting it. Yeah.
Like it's in a bizarre way.
Yeah.
Like he had just seen, something wild, and he's, he's in the
Just
Oval
watched Dumb and
Office
Dumber.
doing a little.
What did we think about The Brink of War? Oh, you're the Angel Studio. Well, actually, no, I don't want to give you the title in full. I am also the Angel Studio guy.
Oh, we
I
both
do
are.
see all the Angel
We're
Studios.
both honorary guild members. Of this
We are.
podcast.
Honorary. It's okay.
We're in the guild.
Don't be too fast and loose. That's a
I
big
actually,
honor.
before I see Angel Studios movie, I go in and I put $1 bills on every seat in the theater.
Oh, really? Wow, it's very generous of you.
And,
Wow.
and a prayer card. Yeah.
Well, you would have had you wouldn't have had to spend much money if you went to the theater I went to.
No, I walked
There
down
were
and collected about
maybe a
$100.
dozen people there. So,
Wow.
What did you think about it, Klemmer?
So I want people to make more movies like this. I hate cradle to the grave biopics. I want movies that are about specific events. I think they're much better. Argo, when it's done well, like Air, for instance, it's done well in both Ben Affleck movies. But like, even when it's like not done perfectly, was September 5th? Is it the Munich?
The Munich one.
September 5,
Yeah.
September 5. That was like, okay, that was not
Should have been better than it was.
Right, I completely agree, but it was still interesting. I still took stuff away from it. I learned things. I want more movies like this. Having said that, this movie has a lot of problems, but it's not terrible. It's way too long. It should have been 80 minutes. If I hear
It's so long. It's almost 2 hours.
and
Ooh,
it's
going
and
in
it
circles.
just repeats. If I hear trust
But verify.
Trust but verify it one more time, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna start a new Cold War. Like it's like over and over and over and over again. They don't know what to do with anybody in this movie that's not Ronald Reagan or Mikhail Gorbachev. They're just confused with them. They have reporters that are probably having relationships. We don't know what's happening.
was so
Nancy
fucking-
Davis is looking at horoscopes. There's a lot going on. But the actual meat of the movie isn't bad. It's just it's like if you go to like a really nice, like if you go to like a steak restaurant, the steak's awesome, but like at this particular restaurant, everything else is just dog shit. And it's like, and the waiter takes way too long and you're there for 2 hours. So there are a lot of problems, but I didn't hate this. I'm at a 68 with this. I think I recommend this movie very lightly. But I just hope they make more historical movies like this, but not like this. That makes any sense.
Come on, 1 point higher. One point higher for old Nancy.
Good for
Come
old
on.
Nancy.
You think they did a lot of that?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nancy Reagan.
Nancy had fun, right?
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Nancy got after it.
Hope Davis.
It's a mouth that could chew through metal. Come on.
I echo a lot of what Klemmer said. 58 out of 100 for me. I didn't actually hate this as much as some people did. It seems like some people really hate this, and it's always tough to tell because of Angel Studios.
Yeah.
If it's like a legitimate review or if people just want to hate on Angel Studios. But this thing is so goddamn long, and it just does not have any like fresh vibe to anything they're trying to do storytelling wise. You're right. It just feels repetitive, feels like you're going in circles. The acting is whatever, which is a bummer because it's 3 really good actors. And I guess 4. I mean, Hope Dave's a good actress as well. So it's like,
and they waste her. Like she's wasted in this.
yeah, it's just like that's where I actually kind of, because we liked the Weatherman movie, wasn't Angel Studios.
Pressure.
Oh yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Pressure was really good.
Yeah.
Pressure's way better than this.
Who made Pressure?
That's got to be
like Black Bear or
Lionsgate
something.
It wasn't Black Bear, I know that. But they're on a hot streak. Black Bear, I read a thing about Black
British BBC or Canal.
Might have been.
Anyway, point being, I thought we
Studio
kind
Canal.
of mocked that.
Was it
movie
Studio Canal?
before
So
it
it
came
was a
out,
good
right?
call. Gooch.
Yeah, Studio Canal. We were kind of like, this movie's, this looks kind of dumb, and like I didn't love it, but like better than I thought it would be. And then so this, I was like, man, I don't know, 3 really good actors. Like Jared Harris plays a really good historical role in The Crown. J.K. Simmons is J.K. Simmons.
Jared
Jeff
Harris.
Daniels,
is
Jeff
fantastic.
Daniels.
Jared Harris is so good at Mad Men too. Like Jared Harris is a good actor.
Chernobyl, like dude, he's
Chernobyl.
Yeah,
Jared Harris, and I think he's pretty good in this.
Yeah.
But they don't do anything that really elevates it. Like, I actually don't think I would have minded if they would have put in fucking dynamite performances. I probably would have liked this a decent amount just for what it is, like a historical. Like, I like stuff like this. But man, because it's, I think they just give you sort of whatever performances. It just drags. I was interested, but oh man, it drags at times. It's so fucking repetitive. Holy shit.
It's bizarre. It's bizarre to make a move like and honestly, 82 minutes might have been a stretch. There's not a lot that happens at this, whatever they say, it's not a peace treaty, whatever the meeting. There's not a lot that happens there anyway. So to even get a full-length movie out of this is a reach, much less 2 hours. But I'm glad you brought up pressure, or Jeff brought up pressure, because that's exactly what I'm talking about. I want these little snapshots in history. I don't want the cradle to grave. I want these little snapshots, and I really like them. Keep making movies like this.
Yeah.
Who was worse, Jeff Daniels as Reagan or Brendan Fraser as
Eisenhower.
Oh,
Eisenhower.
no, Jeff Daniels.
Jeff Daniels? You
yes.
think so?
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
mind. That Brandon Fraser hate you guys have is totally off.
I thought he was.
need my weather report today.
You would have been. There was better options available, probably. But
Not having-
I think I'm giving it to Daniels.
Daniels is really the
fucking
voice.
bad
You're not
in this,
wrong.
man.
The voice isn't terrible, but you just can't move past the fact that Jeff Daniels' big ass jowls are just fucking hanging over
don't
that
think the voice is
collar.
good.
And like Ronald Reagan was a lanky, charismatic guy, and Jeff Daniels has one pitch as a dramatic actor, and it works best in The Martian, probably. Like that's probably where it works the best. Is like the Stone Cold CEO.
Yeah.
But as like Reagan, no.
Yeah.
He didn't seem to care either. He seemed to be checked.
No, it really that's it. I actually I legitimately don't care for something like this if it is so repetitive. Now, what I've given it in the 80s, 90s, probably not, but like maybe 70s, something like that, maybe high 60s. If they all had really cared and turned something in, but they just never give you that vibe, especially him. It's almost like he knew. He's like, God, it's almost like he got made up in the chair and he looked in the mirror and he was like, fuck me. And he's like, this
Too late.
He knows that Angel Studios doesn't have the CGI budget.
He already cast the check.
He's
It's
like,
too late.
oh shit, yeah, I can't get the money back now.
Yeah.
Fuck.
God damn it. Michael Russell
Because
Gunn
I don't
coming
even.
on
I,
set.
I don't even care about. I don't even care about the look as much. Like I always reference Frost Nixon. Frank Langella looks nothing like Richard Nixon, but he's fucking incredible in the role because he embodies him. And you just like that's fucking like I'm convinced that's Richard Nixon, and it doesn't look like him. That's not the case here.
What if they got rid of all the reporter stuff?
Yes.
And all
Useless.
the Nancy Reagan and
Useless.
Gorbachev's wife stuff. What if they got so that shaves off, say, 25
There is an addiction
movies.
to these types of stories with putting in with reporters and media through the lens of them, which is not necessary to do it every time.
It
But,
was like
that's a different
inserted as
movie.
comedic relief.
But that's a different
though.
movie.
Yes.
Do that as a different movie. That's not this.
But if they cut
know?
all that out, this movie's shorter and I think just as interesting.
Do you think in 1986?
Whatever, yeah.
Reporters from NPR and the New York Times would show up and be fucking clueless as to what to ask these people.
Yeah.
Insane. They're just inserted there as like they're hungover, they're flirting, what was that? What the fuck was that? That and you're right, like the Reagan, Nancy Reagan stuff.
And First Lady battle.
What was the
Yeah.
first lady about? And apparently she won because she launched the breast cancer awareness campaign.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
She got
That
the last
weekend?
laugh there.
Yeah. What was that?
Bizarre.
I think that like I'm in Klemmer's camp where I really like the idea of this movie, like a small scale historical event, make it like a playhouse and like let two actors just like duel it out in a small scale. When they shot this in the actual room, like the actual room that this
That's
happened,
cool.
which is very, very cool. I think all that is very, very interesting. But I think what doesn't work is what derails this, which is this historical event is just not interesting enough. It's more of a, like, this was interesting to read on Wikipedia. It's not interesting enough for a feature length movie. And then the second thing, Jeff Daniels is legitimately bad. Like, he doesn't sound or feel like Reagan, which exacerbates the fact that it doesn't look like him. So all those like makes they all kind of swirl together and make it way worse. And then the side plot shit with the reporters and the first ladies isn't interesting either and drags it out even longer. If this was like a pure, like you were saying, 80-minute movie, if this was like a special on HBO, this would be like
a 45-minute special.
Yeah, this doesn't give off major HBO movie vibes.
If it was something like, if it was just a short, if it was like a Netflix documentary, if it was something like that, I would like that 10 times more than this. I'm at a 55 where like I'm with a lot of what you guys are saying. Like some of the technical stuff isn't bad. Jared Harris is like crushing it, doing really, really good. But it's just he's opposite Jeff Daniels, who is stinky, and the First Lady stuff is bad, and the reporter stuff is distracting and stupid. And like I don't know, there's a lot. There's some things to like. There's procedurally. There's not a lot to love execution wise.
What if J.K. Simmons was Reagan?
I would like that 10 a lot more.
Put a wig on him.
Put a wig on him.
Yeah. Yeah.
What if Hope Davis was
Honestly?
What if Jared Harris played both parts?
No, we're cooking with gas.
See, and now like
something a little more entertaining.
Yeah. I kind of echoing what you guys thought.
What if J.K. Simmons was a crack rock being distributed into a neighborhood by Ronald Reagan's CIA?
Oh, here we go. Oh boy.
Listen, that was a
Kenjac,
KGB misdirection. That's all that is.
No, they would hate to hear you say that.
The Reagan administration never did anything wrong. Yeah. Come on. Never.
Oh, I see. This is what we're doing now. Okay.
Never.
Yeah.
I'm at a 45. I did like this. What? That's a fair score for this movie.
No, it's better than that.
Is it?
Like,
yeah. Is it?
All we've talked about is stuff that isn't good except for Jared Harris.
The meat of the movie's good. I said if you go to a good, it's good. The steak's good.
The steak is fucking Reagan.
The steak.
No, it's not.
Half the steak is.
The steak is a discussion between the.
Like
No.
We're saying this.
The broccoli's good.
The sides. I think the sides and the salad and the appetizer were good for you, Klemmer. I don't think your steak was good.
No, the steak.
I think you had a banger appetizer and some good sides, and your steak is kind of
the steak is the discussion when it's just those two guys in the room. As much as we're shitting on Jeff Daniels, that's good. That's like borderline good.
I think it's borderline good because Jared Harris is delivering a good performance.
Sure.
And I think it's shot well. I do think it's like
yes, for sure.
I'm glad you brought up HBO because I think this is shot like an episode of Succession in some ways. It's weird, like when they have those kind of episodes where they just go off to like a rich person island and have those discussions. It looked like that, and they're doing some interesting things. I don't know, guys, if you guys picked up
the table.
The table would get shorter.
Yeah.
I like that as they came closer to an agreement and get longer. If some roadblock came in the way, I like that stuff.
Me too.
I was like, this is a big level up for an Angel Studios production. Like they are getting more competent, which I do like to see because this is very clearly a part of the box office ecosystem now. Like this is this is here to stay. Wrong. Like it is a genre to itself almost, but like it's here to stay. And if these movies are going to be here, I would like them to at least look good and be there to be some care, at least some care put into them. And it does feel that way between this, Solo Mio was also very competently made.
Sketch was really well made.
Haven't seen that one.
You call it Young Washington.
Young Washington.
Well, Young Washington had its moments.
Solo Mio and Sketch were both
well made, very good. Yeah.
But there's just too much to overcome here between the bad subplots and just the bad lead performance. It's tough to get into the positive.
If this was just like almost not a one shot, but like if this was just like a continuous, you're in the room with them for that entire you were saying like 80 minutes, like man, that is a good movie. Or even with the subpar Daniels performance.
Split it into two halves. Have like
something
half.
more like a stage play type thing, like they did with Jeff Daniels and Steve Jobs, which was 3 scenes.
Yes,
3 long scenes. Something like that would have been like a 12 Angry Men type thing, and
the outfit, or I don't know.
You could have done that with this movie too, because you could have had this kind of they even say, let's talk about this in Washington.
Yeah.
So all right, well then what do I watch this whole movie for? But like if you could have had 3 scenes. One scene is like maybe them at odds before this. One scene is this, and one scene is at Washington to get it resolved. That's an interesting movie. Why not do it like the Jobs? Yeah. Why don't we make an Angel Studios movie?
Yeah, oh my God, we crush it.
We're all brainstorming here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to get in the guild.
We
do.
Yeah.
We could the Joe the Plumber movie.
Yeah.
What other trailers caught your guys? Did you guys make it in time for the Angel Studios trailer package?
I did not.
Did not make it for the package.
Man, you guys missed some good stuff.
I mean, I've seen many of them, unfortunately.
I'm very excited for the Hershey movie. I'm excited to talk about.
Oh, it looks so awesome. You'll never make that chocolate.
You'll never make chocolate, boy.
That's a pipe dream. There was one that was really, really caught my eyes. There was a Zach Levi, Tommy Lee Jones Western.
Yep.
The other one, though, was like they're doing another Revolutionary War movie. and it's called The Drummer Boy.
Mm.
And it's about the drummer.
Oh, yeah.
The drummer that leads them into.
Oh, we talked about The Drummer Boy. We did our CinemaCon thing. Yeah, that was one of the bangers they showed off. They showed off a ton. They showed like 9 movies for the rest of the year, and I think we're through like 3 of them.
This is going to be the 3rd Zachary Levi Angel Studios movie. He did Unbreakable Boy.
I don't think he's going anywhere
major
else.
collaborator.
I don't think he's going anywhere else.
Plays a
anytime
drunk driving dad. He did Sarah's Oil, where he helps a little black girl get procure the oil that she discovered.
Yep.
And now this.
UI Dad, that was a good one.
That's right. Yeah, with he had a special needs child at home.
Yeah, the Kurt Warner movie was Angel Studios too, no?
No.
Yeah.
That was not Angel Studios?
What?
That was an all God movie. That wasn't Angel Studios?
It's not Angel Studios.
Damn.
Angel
I don't
Studios,
believe
like,
so.
this, what is it? The Sound, what is it? The Sound of Freedom?
Sound of Freedom was Angel Studios.
That's when they made all their money. And then they started
Yeah,
like,
American Underdog Kingdom Story Company, which is the Lionsgate distributes them. It is a religious studio.
that's the same studio that did the one about the band that came out. The sequel came out this year.
The guy who did Brink of War also produced, or he wrote the Kurt Warner movie. The guy who directed
nepotism at
Brink
its
of War.
finest in the
So
Angel
he
Studios.
was credited as John Gunn for that.
Well, don't confuse. Yes.
That's a pretty cool name.
Oh, and he
very
also
cool name.
directed. Wait. Oh, he changed his name.
Wow.
Oh no, it's a different gun. It's a different gun.
There's John Michael Gunn.
That's John Michael Gunn. This is Michael Russell Gunn.
Wait, are they related?
I don't know.
What?
John Michael Gunn. Yeah, and he's done.
I don't want
to
to be political, man,
movies.
but it is kind of funny that like all these right wing like
The Gun.
they're all named Gunn.
2A.
All these directors.
Yeah.
All right,
Tua.
sorry. I apologize to John Michael Gunn and Michael Russell Gunn.
Yeah. Kingdom Story Company. That's what I was
preposterous.
confusing because that's the God Company. Kingdom
Right.
Story Company. They do the God stuff.
Yeah, and Angel Studios, to their credit, and I will again, Klemmer and I, we've seen all these fucking things, and now we found a way to. This is all the point. Whole point of this podcast is to force Gooch and Kenjac to see these Angel Studio movies.
Yeah.
That's been our secret plan.
I'll take
But,
an
like-
Angel Studios over a streaming movie any day of the
Yeah.
week.
Oh,
Let's be
me
clear.
too.
They veered off course of what there was a stereotype, and there still is. And there are people who don't like their movies because of that. And I think it's incredibly unfair, even though some of these are not good. Some of these are not good movies, but I do give them a lot of credit. They completely veered off course.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, they're making a Reagan movie, and I'm sure that's leaning into the audience. It definitely is. But like they've done other things as well that are not that. They're doing an Owen Wilson like action comedy thing or whatever. It's like they're doing other things, and I give them a lot of credit on that.
The lean is still there. It's just way more subtle than it was. Which is good.
Correct. Yeah.
Like Solo
and
Mia's got
if
none of
that's
it.
the style they do,
Yeah.
and I have no problem with that.
Mm-hmm.
Also, like, it's just nice to have. I mean, our whole battle we've been doing since COVID is like there's not enough inventory for these theaters.
Yeah.
They
Right.
are now a legitimate studio that is putting out movies on a semi-regular basis. So, I mean, like you said, they are part of the movie ecosystem. Gooch, you're not wrong. Like, they're now it might not be the best movies of all time, but we've mentioned 2 of them that Sketch was quite good from last year, and then we all like Solo Mio. So, like, all right.
And it's getting people to the theaters who do not want to go to the theaters.
And I recommend
Yeah.
this movie. Like it's a very slight recommendation for me, but I recommend The Brink of War. I think it's worth seeing.
You're saying
I actually
$20
so I
budget?
only went to a normal Angel Partner movie, but I almost drove an extra 10 minutes to go to a premium Angel Partner.
Oh.
Did you see it
Helps
in
ignite
Angel?
Angel's mission to amplify light through a remarkable cinematic experiences. Enjoy discounts, coupons, all that, and more.
That
So
would sound
did
sound
I would.
fun.
I'm next time for the Hershey movie. I'll probably go to the premium one.
Oh, and will you come back and share your excitement and adventures? Like, will you tell us
Yeah.
what happened?
You guys see it in
Also,
Angel
Je-
Vision. That's the
Je-
big.
Yes,
Je-
Angel-
You guys see it in
I
Angel
was big
Vision.
Jesus Vision, yeah.
Yeah, Jesus Vision. Yeah, Christ Vision. Yeah.
Probably better than Infinity Vision.
Yeah.
Looking into the Angel Studios.
They're actually the same
streaming
theater,
service
believe it or
right
not.
now.
Oh,
It's the
I
same
believe it.
format.
I believe it.
So it is funny that they're calling it Infinity Vision, which they really just cornered the market on Dolby Vision.
Yeah.
That's The Brink of War. Check it out.
Support for today's episode comes from Square, the system that fixes one of the biggest headaches in running a business. I know I love Square because I'm a big food truck guy, and about 2012, those little Square pads started showing up. Absolute game changer. Just being able to pull out your phone, pull out your wallet, just tap to pay, get out of there, get the heck out of the way. People in line behind you, you need to get your food. So I love Square. Starting a business is exciting. Running it is where things get complicated. You are juggling payments, inventory, staff, scheduling, online orders, reports, and somehow you are still supposed to serve customers. Square brings all of that into one place. Whether you're selling lattes, cutting hair, detailing cars, or running a design studio, Square helps you run your business without running yourself into the ground. Square isn't just fast, it's smart, transparent, and built for the way people actually run their businesses. No contracts, no hidden fees, no complicated installs. So if you're running a business or running one that deserves better tools, Square helps you sell, manage, and grow without slowing down. And right now, you can get up to $200 off. $200 off Square hardware at square.com/go/project. That's SQUARE.com/GO/project. Run your business smarter with Square. Get started today.
We all watched Lanterns on HBO. So it's the Green Lantern show. Very heavy, like True Detective, like mystery thriller vibes to this. If you know anything about it, it's been kind of teased for a little while now. It kind of popped up out of nowhere. I forgot it was August. I forgot it was coming out.
Me too.
Kyle Chandler plays Hal Jordan, Green Lantern. Aaron Pierre plays John Stewart, Green Lantern. And there will also be the return of the Nathan Fillion Green Lantern, Guy Gardner. So it is deeply connected to the DC universe. There's some villains in here. Sinestro, classic Green Lantern villain, DC villain as well. What do we think about the first episode? I really liked it.
I'm right there with you. There's True Detective comp. Like, people said that early on, and that feels like a very unfair bar to set for anything. Where it's like, oh, it's just like one of the best first seasons of television ever.
Right.
But like, it's really, it has the vibe down. Definitely not as like bleak.
Right.
But it's, the dynamic is there. The shots, like the way they shot is very similar.
Talented cast.
Very talented cast. And I think both of them, I mean, granted, just one episode in, like perfect casting.
Oh, Kelly McDonald too.
Kelly McDonald, Garrett Dillahunt, like great. The kid is the kid from Weapons. What do you call it?
Really?
Her son is the son from Weapons.
Oh.
But like, it's really talented cast, cool concept. I love how they ended it, cliffhanger wise. And we were just talking before we started, the fact that they're going back, like in general streamers are too, or networks, whatever, going back to like, we're doing weekly releases. Like, weekly releases are good, and I think that they will help a show like this so much. Because people are going to talk about it. They're going to be water cool conversations,
So
whatever.
the first thing any of us were talking about in the office today, we all got in and was like, oh, did you see I'm seeing it tomorrow, or the ones that have seen it, we all kind of been huddling and talking about it.
Yeah.
Like, I thought this was phenomenal. I thought this was really good. I'm a big DC guy, so like, it's right up my alley anyway, but like, I really thought this was masterfully shot. You're getting really good performances, and it made me, I'm already chomping at the bit for Sunday. I can't wait to see
The two of them have a great chemistry.
Fantastic.
And they're hot as fuck.
They are both.
Oh, yeah, they are really looking hot as fuck in this show. Like Aaron Pierre, obviously, but Kyle Chandler looks like a slut with those gray hairs.
When is he not?
With the gray hairs
like 30
He's been the most handsome guy.
But the little gray highlights are just crazy.
There's something to Damon Lindelof has an eye for this that I think is very impressive, because Damon Lindelof with this and Watchmen, it's super, super, super grounded real world without sacrificing the comic book goofy, fun, colorful, different vibe, right? Like, I feel like when you get these types of movies, you'll get this grounded, like, it's the Dark Knight effect, right? It's this super grounded, realistic, human level, real world thing. But then you lose some of like the silliness. Silly's probably the wrong word, but like, you lose some of like the bright kind of pop, different, like, it's a fucking comic book. You don't lose that with this. Like, the way the ring is used, the things that he can make with the ring, like the stuff that is very comic booky and superhero heavy isn't dampened by the fact it's in the real world. Watchmen had that same thing. Watchmen was very real world. But when it came to like powers and different things, he didn't scale it back to fit that world. He just found a way to make it fit into the world, which I always think was a huge reason why that show worked. And I think it's very clear right away why it's going to work here.
It's also a plot point. Like, you talk about like him not wearing the suit anymore, and he compared it to like a businessman like wearing a tie, and like I thought it was like really actually a really astute observation, because it's. I even told my wife last year. I told him, like, I'm done wearing ties. Like, I'm done. I did it. Like, I'm done. I just don't. It's a pain in the ass. But you spend your whole younger life wearing them. But like, I think he's even at odds with how much because you see flashbacks of him younger and he's having more fun being Green Lantern, and you see him older and he's just seems exhausted of it. And I think it's that grounded real world but also melding the comic book within the character, not just the story. I really like this.
Yeah.
How many episodes is this supposed to be, by the way?
I don't know.
8?
I think it's 8.
The episode count for this is 8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a good number.
Which I don't mind if you're doing week to week. I would rather 10, obviously, but if we're doing week to week, at least it's better.
I'm for whatever works for the story. I don't care if it's
That
8,
too.
10, 7, 9, as long as if it's going to be this quality.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do.
Yep.
Yeah, that's great.
No, this was awesome. This was a great start. Really good ending. Sets up the season perfectly. Good teaser, classic good HBO teaser for the rest of the way. There's some shit that happens. There's some call outs, some Easter eggs to future characters. Like, oh shit. It's very heavily DCU tied as well.
Which is what they need after Supergirl.
Yeah.
Like that, and like you can't, because Penguin was obviously brilliant, right? But that doesn't count because that was more the Matt Reeves thing. This is what this is exactly what they needed, especially James Gunn, another Gunn.
Yeah, another Gunn.
James Gunn needed this very badly.
Yeah.
The Gun is reloaded.
Mm-hmm.
He should hire John Gunn and Michael Jason Gunn or whatever, Michael Russell Gunn.
There's like a new superhero in town. Got holes in his hands and his feet. He's got something to say. Jesus Christ.
So yeah, I definitely check this out. Anything else we watched?
Me and Klemmer, we watched Gooch, we watched Volcano and Dante's Peak for an episode of Deja Vu, which is also streaming now. Very surprised by both of them. I think all of us were. I think very surprised by how much we like both those movies. How great that era of special effects was.
Oh yeah,
This is, and unlike the last one, this is a good battle.
Yeah, legitimately very good battle versus Illusionist and Prestige. Yeah, watch that. Rewatched The Furious because I got my 4K of it.
Dude, I finally watched it this weekend. I mean, yeah, it's fucking awesome.
How great is the third act?
The fucking round guy is such a goddamn problem.
He's a gorilla.
He's
oh my god.
He's a fucking gorilla. Rewatched The Invite. Loved it even more. It's so fucking good. Sheep Detectives also rewatched.
Oh, so good.
What a pleasant movie. God, I could watch that movie 1,000 times and never get bored with it. What a fun time.
My girl Mabel. I did not watch too much new stuff this week, but I did started rewatch of the X-Men franchise.
Oh,
in natural order, I started with First Class.
We'll get to it in a second. They're saying do not watch. Their suggestions. Marvel released their suggestions for Doomsday, and they only said X1 and 2.
Yeah, which is surprising because they
not
did list out about
First
20
Class.
movies I have to watch before Doomsday. But
Right, not as much of a surprise with First Class and Apocalypse, but The Last Stand cracked me up.
Marvel really leaned into the Bryan Singer movies.
They don't want Dark Phoenix.
That cracked me up. They're like, yeah, Last Stand. You don't gotta watch that.
Yeah, we're good.
Robbie Fox and I did Steel, the movie Steel, which is a Shaquille O'Neal film.
Bad movie.
For Super Critics with Marty Mush. So if you want to hear the three of us talk Steel, check that out. That's on.
Yeah, we're doing Blade.
We're doing right, but that won't be for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
because because the baby, we're backloading a ton of episodes. But yeah, Kenjac and I are gonna be taping Blade soon as well, but you won't see that for a couple weeks.
Yeah, only one physical thing for me to show off. I have a bunch. I'm reorganizing. It's a nightmare. But I got this from Visions Entertainment. Rest in peace, Sam Neill. Speaking of Jurassic Park, Hunt for the Wilder People. Fantastic movie. If you've never seen it.
I don't know.
Fantastic.
Oh, you like that movie. You like that movie a lot.
What is it?
It's very good. Hunt for the Wilder People.
Hunt for the Wilder People.
It's a early
great
Taika.
Sam Neill role.
Oh.
It's very
Taika
funny.
Waititi. It is an awesome movie. This came out
like
from
it.
Visions,
Right.
Visions Entertainment. They have a couple other things. They have Dogtooth from Yorgos Lanthimos. They have Dogma as well. Bunch of other. They did Exit 8, that movie that came out this year that I said I liked. It's a pretty divisive Asian movie. So yeah, but that's a segue into other physical things. There's a big physical media thing this week that happened. They finally launched K-pop Demon Hunters from the Criterion Collection.
Great.
One of the greatest Criterion drops of all time.
I think maybe the best I've seen.
The Right Stuff, Wild at Heart, Shoot
Harold
the
and
Piano
Maude?
Player, Marie Antoinette, which makes me think that we're gonna get Lost in Translation.
Oh, that'd be incredible.
Yeah,
Harold and Maude, which I'm excited. The
Right
right
Maude, which has been out of print for a while.
Yeah, really.
And Blue Hair, which is a movie from last year, which I finally watched and I know Gooch liked.
Yeah.
Not on 4K though. It's the only one not on 4K in that collection. It's the only thing that bummed me out a little bit.
But yeah, so Demon Hunters is $40 retail. Will come out in November. It'll be right around when they do the sale, so it will be half off around Christmas time. Also, Amazon has a lot of Criterion stuff on sale quite often, and Arrow Video as well. If they drop the price of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Arrow box set, it's gonna be like $1 on Amazon. They keep dropping it.
I just got the Grifters off Amazon for $25, the Criterion. So you can still get the half off deals on a lot of Criterion if you go check.
So it's gonna kill it before Christmas time. This is still a humongous. This was last year's movie, but it's still a humongously cultural relevant movie. So this is one of those things you just hope that this does crazy well, and I think it will. If this pops and makes Criterion a fuckload of money, it's hopefully good for them, but also a good sign for other studios and other labels to like. Not really other labels. Other labels want good shit, but it's a good sign for other studios to start dropping different shit to labels and trying things out.
Which is what we need if we want like PlayStation and other whatever.
And Netflix is good about this. Netflix is good about releasing things. Frankenstein, like they've released plenty of their stuff. The Irishman. We'll see if they release the Cliff Booth movie.
They did Killers of the Flower Moon too.
That's
on Criterion. Like we need these like whether it be a PlayStation or whatever to keep having the disc players in their machines. So like we need that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's great timing. It's hopefully this shows Criterion do more animated stuff too. Though there's some people like why is that a movie? I mean, Criterion's thing is more than just like things you haven't seen or heard.
They have WALL-E.
Yeah, they do. Andrew Stan, the director, big fan of that. Yeah, so this is. It's putting things on disc and distributing it in things that may not. And guess what? K-Pop Demon Hunter is not on disc. It's on fucking Netflix. So I think it's a great move from them. Why not fund them for the future?
Yeah, Wild at Heart. It's
impossible to get. So finally,
yes.
Yeah, Wild at Heart's a great one as well.
And this is all on the heels of the October Kubrick collection that's going to go out
in October.
There is a
rumor next year they are going to be releasing a David Lynch box. I don't think they want to release that unless they have Dune. And Arrow has Dune. We'll see. But there is a rumor on that.
That's interesting.
So big month. Very, very, very good stuff.
I floated out here in this. I don't know if you guys are up for it, but I wouldn't mind watching those Kubrick movies like one a week and talk, like spending a couple minutes on each one.
I wouldn't mind a little
on the show.
Not gonna have to twist my arm.
Just one a week, just for a couple minutes.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Very excited.
Rank
about
a little
that.
Kubrick movies in real time.
Definitely, it's a very expensive box set. Criterion is very good. Criterion things don't typically sell out. They might go out of stock very briefly, but there's some other labels where once it goes out, it's out forever. Not the case for Criterion. So it is $500, but it will be obviously half off very soon with their sales. So there is that. News, X-Men, big news. They announced the initial cast members for the X-Men. Christopher Abbott will be playing Professor X. That was the rumor all last week. He does take on the big role. There is no casting yet for Magneto.
The Lee Pace, would love Lee Pace as Magneto. I think he'd be fantastic.
Christopher Abbott was recently in The Testament of Van Lee, Wolfman, Kraven the Hunter.
Good actor, bad agent.
Jumper Cables and Wolfman.
Back to back.
Yeah. Never forget.
God, so stupid.
I'm excited to see how he is in this role. Kit Connor as Cyclops. We knew that. Talked about that last week. Sadie Sink as Jean Grey. We all know that now. This was the big one. There was a rumor for a while that Kaylee Spaney would be playing Rogue. And then that Christopher Melton, they started together in Beef, right?
Yeah.
Is going to play Beast. Now, that sounds like he still might be. But she is not cast in the role. And obviously, Obsession ended up being a huge thing because Indy Navarrete is playing Rogue.
Yeah.
All because of this one movie, this one big thing. So pretty huge what that did for her career.
For him,
I mean, if we're gonna
still being pushed, people still want her to be nominated for an Oscar, but yeah, huge news.
Yes, I think it's a smart move for Disney because you lock up one like the Gen Z actress, where like they love her.
Yeah,
they love her. So you're locking her up from your franchise instead of being wrapped up in like Star Wars or whatever else.
DC property or something.
That part's smart. Also, I saw all the people complaining about Kaylee Spaney. She's a very, very good actress. I don't know what about any of her performances has ever screamed Rogue to me. Like she's very understated. Like she's very, very dramatic, good actress. Rogue is not that. She's none of those things. She's the opposite of that, which is everything that Indy Navarrete is in Obsession.
I just think the rumors around her casting legitimately just came out of that one gif from Beef
Of
season
her being
2
hot.
of her ass hitting the floor and jiggling all over the place. People
Yeah.
were like, that's Rogue. That's Rogue's ass. Give me it now.
They're just like, she's a hot actress. She should play Rogue. Like, no, probably
People
not.
do.
Like, you
People,
could just do
there
something
is a
else.
rumor though that she was going to be, and it did not. It did fall through. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But it's less of like, oh, what happened, and they say it may have fallen through. I don't know.
She's
And
like,
that is Christopher Mel has been heavily tied to Beast.
he'd be a solid beast.
well.
He'd be a good Gambit too, I think. Maybe he might not be bad at that. Would that be strange? I don't know.
Who? Melton?
Melton as Gambit.
I just don't. Gambit.
It's the
is
accent
just,
is so important. Like, oh, it's very tough.
I mean,
I think is Gambit going to be retired after we see him
Yeah.
again?
unfortunately, I don't think so.
I mean, so if you're doing Rogue, I think you need to eventually get to Gambit. I do think.
you do, but I think that they're tying their wagon to Channing Tatum. It
Not
seems
for this
like.
version.
I don't know.
No, I think he's dying off with like Cyclops and all them and like the whatever Doomsday and
I fucking hope so.
yeah.
No offense to Channing Tatum, who I love, but do we need him as Gambit?
No,
real
that was a
question.
very funny
I think
one-off.
it's a very hard role to cast.
Yeah,
Very,
cool.
very hard.
Yeah, it's a stupid fucking character.
And
That's why.
exactly. It's a hard character to just make
It's
work.
dumb.
Like
Character's stupid.
But that's the
but
thing with a lot of the
I don't know, I'm
X-Men.
kind of excited to see him get his big fucking moment. He kind of did already, but like,
A lot of these X-Men
I
characters
mean,
are like cleavers.
nobody's wanted a role more in the world than he's wanted this role. So
Yeah. A lot of these X-Men roles are like cleavers. Like I think Rogue, like that to me is not. You don't need an X-Acto knife actress for that. I
No.
think you need like Indy Never Ready was an obsession. You need a big, powerful, big personality type of actress, which I think Never Ready fits. I don't think that's necessarily Spaney. Spaney is more of like a very, very particular actress. I think.
Yeah. I like these castings. I do. I think if
my
you're
boy
going
Boyd
to draft
Storm,
If it was a
my
draft,
Boyd is an
I'd give it a
unknown
B.
actress. She was a stage actress. This is her first real big role.
I actually
Any
saw
role.
her in Juliet, which I didn't know until I.
Oh,
that's
really?
funny.
She was in. Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Wait, how long
And
ago was
then
that?
the big
A
one,
year ago, I guess.
Okay.
Adam Driver as Mr. Sinister, which I do think they needed a big name for the
Right.
villain here.
Yes.
I think it's a good casting.
Shocked. the
He'd
mouse
been
got
long
back.
rumored to be in the Marvel Cinematic. He actually said that at D23 in his announcement video. He's like, I've talked to him for years about something. We finally found something that kind of works out. He joked it was Magneto in the video. But no, he's going to play Mr. Sinister. So, yeah, excited for him in this. I think that's a great move by them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's awesome. Like that's killer casting. And like you said, need to get somebody big in there. Fuck everyone who's like Adam Driver, can't believe you do this. Like the film community
Yeah.
and the film Twitter and the Letterboxd people going after him, being like, you're a sellout. What are you talking about? This is Adam Driver's career.
Right.
It was built on the
like-
back of Star Wars.
It's like, where have you been?
I think it's
Yeah.
a tiny percentage of the population.
Yeah.
I think most people are.
Yeah, just piss off.
Yeah.
Who would you guys want now as Magneto, though?
I like Lee Pace a lot.
You like Lee Pace?
Did you watch Foundation?
No, I didn't, but I like Lee Pace.
He's
every
been a
time
good
he
actor
shows
for a
up.
long time.
In that movie, he plays a character that to me is very like Magneto coded, I guess. Like he's very much like that sort of like genetic super
Gay.
being guy. Very much gay. He's like,
I was rewatching First Class. Holy fuck, did they make?
oh yeah,
They made them so gay in that movie.
big time.
Good
They,
Lord.
I think if you watch that show, Apple TV show, another great one. But he is so. I think he'd be such a great villain in the X-Men universe with like some depth and layers to him. I think he'd be crush that. He would crush it.
I like that.
Yeah.
Clemmer, you got any picks?
I don't love Christopher Abbott, so that's the only.
You need to watch some other stuff.
Out of
Yeah.
all, I didn't like
He's-
him in Girls.
Watch
He's had a bad
Sanctuary.
recent- Wait, Adam Driver? Are you talking about?
No,
Christopher-
well, either.
No.
You might
I
actually-
like him
oh.
driving Girls. I didn't like Christopher Abbott in Girls.
You
Interesting.
might actually really like Sanctuary with him
Yeah.
and Margaret Qualley.
Oh, all right.
It's like a
I
one-room,
didn't see
like
that.
dramatic,
All right.
erotic thriller.
And I think she's great.
I think he's a good actor that's had a tough stretch of bad movies that he wasn't the problem with.
All right.
I would say. Would you agree with that? Like, would you say in Wolfman, you're like, yeah, the Christopher Abbott's the reason this movie doesn't work?
It doesn't help.
He's also in Poor Things, Testament of
that.
Ann Lee.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah,
Ann
yeah.
Lee. Poor things. I thought. Yeah,
He has the outside
I
of
think good
Driver.
Ann Lee.
He's
I
got
do.
the best
I like
resume.
Ann Lee a lot, though.
I thought Ann Lee was fine. It's just like. It's just,
I mean, outside of Driver, he has the best resume of any announced cast member.
yeah, but he isn't like Samara Weaving. To me, is like a more interesting actress.
Yeah, Samara Weaving also playing
Yeah,
then he
Emma
is.
Frost.
Emma Frost.
Yeah.
We knew that, though.
Yeah.
I
that's
like
There'll
how
be more. There'll be
I like
much
how
more
hot
as
they're
well.
going.
Yeah. They'll
Big
definitely-
fan.
Yeah, I mean, going from January Jones to Samara Weaving is just like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's some good casting.
We'll see
right
who
there.
Magneto is. I'm sure we'll figure a lot of that in the coming future. But it was a good move for them to announce that. They showed the trailer for VisionQuest.
Yeah. They didn't change the name, did they? Right? It was still VisionQuest.
Yeah, VisionQuest. James Spader back as Ultron, but also in human form as well. I thought this trailer fucking ruled. I thought this was great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Really like this trailer. Very excited for this. WandaVision was awesome. Agatha All Along was what I thought fine, though some people really liked that, but this I thought looked excellent. I'm very excited to see what they do with this.
Bettany is a very strong actor, and I've long held that James Spader's Ultron is extremely good. Like, I think you could consider him one of the best villains in Marvel with ease, and definitely not the issue with the Age of Ultron movie. I don't know. How do you feel about? Because I'm assuming you've never seen Age of Ultron, but I'm assuming you've seen other James Spader stuff.
Oh, James Spader. Spader, he was a really interesting actor in the 80s and 90s.
When he's like a heartthrob, when he's like
kind of, and then he became like this like. So yeah, he was kind of hard, but also like this like weird edge to him.
Yeah.
So he always would have he'd really choose interesting projects.
Yeah.
He's in a really good. Him and Robert Downey Jr. and Jamie Gertz were in a really interesting movie about like basically Robert Downey Jr. having like a drug addiction.
Was Tough Turf?
No.
What he was in? Was that not also Robert Downey Jr.?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but I remember. Yeah, I mean, I think he's just a great actor, and him getting another chance at the role, I think, is awesome. Even if it's in human form, very excited for it.
Comes out in October.
Chris, what are your thoughts on the VisionQuest trailer?
I did not see it.
I
did not see it. Did not see this.
When I hear it's good, if it's as good as Jeff is saying,
I'm excited for people that are excited for that. I will not be watching VisionQuest.
It is kind of crazy.
Maybe Matthew
this
Modine
is still happening, right?
Matthew Modine.
This is crazy. This show is still happening.
I don't think so. It's part of a trilogy with this Agatha and WandaVision. They've had this plan from the start. So
The trilogy.
Really surprised. Both were very well liked. I mean, WandaVision was
Agatha All Along very well liked? Maybe it was.
Agatha All Along was liked. Yes, people liked Agatha All Along. All right. And WandaVision was critically acclaimed. I'm not shocked at all this is happening.
It is with both of them. That's not what I'm talking about though. They're in another movie together.
Yeah, I think they're friends in real life, which was why I think he helped get him hired onto.
That's very funny. So they're in Tough Turf apparently, but they're also in another movie together, which is oh my god, I'm drawing a blank on what it's called right now.
He also represented
Less Than
him.
Zero. Thank you.
He represented him in his criminal court case in Boston Legal.
Boston Legal, that's right.
Oh, so
yes, it was a cameo. It was a cameo.
Yeah.
They had RDJ on for an episode.
That makes sense.
James Spader represented him along with William Shatner.
Spader's a good actor. He's just a good character.
I'm not kidding. I actually unironically loved Boston Legal growing up.
Yeah.
Like thought it because of James Spader.
I was watching a clip on it from TikTok the other day where like William Shatner fires a paralegal because she's fat. and then Spader has to represent him in court defending her at the lawsuit. It's very funny.
It is.
Shut up, Boston Legal.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this quite a bit. I thought the trailer was really good. So that comes out in the fall. Really cool, trippy vibe to it. There's that. And then they released a new-ish trailer for Avengers Doomsday. This is actually the one that was screened like immediately after the last one launched. And I liked the first one. I thought this one was way better.
Yeah.
And I think it contextualizes the movie how they should be promoting it, and that is through the villain.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I think the clips you get are a lot better. It's also, I think, something that's a big strength of the Russos in general. Like, we're kind of in an age where I think they feel the need to make a 3-minute trailer where they give you every single plot beat. And I feel like the Russos are pretty strong with like, I'm just going to give you glimpses of stuff. Like, here's little bits and pieces. Here's a couple cast members. Here's one little tiny sliver of action. I'm not giving you anything else.
I'm happy about that.
And like that.
I no surprise here. It didn't really. I didn't really think much of the
You
trailer.
also don't have much of a connection to this now, though, no? Like, you haven't seen any of these movies.
I mean, I've seen the last 5.
What's the last 5?
Yeah,
The
but
last 5
you didn't see? Did you even see Endgame?
No.
Yeah, so like that's part of this. Like, I feel like that's.
I know, but I'm
You haven't seen
I
Endgame?
haven't seen Endgame. No, I'm waiting for Super Critics now.
You've seen Infinity War?
No.
No,
Oh, okay. Well,
it's like that's a big part of this too.
I mean,
think.
I've seen every one since Endgame.
Okay.
That's
seen
the
Eternals,
most
I've
insane.
seen-
That is to be fair the most insane thing anyone's ever said.
You've
about
seen the
Marvel.
worst.
Well, I'm
stretch
saving Endgame.
Oh
for,
baby, now that the Infinity
Super Critics.
Saga's over, my time begins.
My time to
Well,
start
that's what
I've
watching
been a
Marvel.
Cowboys
No,
fan
that's
since
when I-
1999.
Yeah.
when I started doing these movie projects is what
They got
happened.
rid of Shaq and Kobe, and now it's time to be a Lakers fan.
Got
Yeah.
into the content business too late apparently. But no, right. So I'm not gonna have that maybe emotional, but I understand who the characters like. To me, it's just the team up movies. Okay, like the last Spider movie we all enjoyed. I thought it was a good movie, right? We all liked that. These team up movies are not really interested in a story.
Infinity War and Endgame are two of the best comic movies ever. I mean, Infinity War and Endgame are fucking incredible.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't agree with that.
Sure,
I think there are.
But how about like a lot
but...
of the other team up movies we've seen have
Like
not
what?
been that great? Like the first event, I don't think the first Avengers is a particularly great movie.
I like the first.
Oh, really?
Avengers. I
But
don't
see
love
that.
Ultron.
You are in the. To be fair, you are in the super minority on that.
Sure, I
Like,
guess
major minority on that.
I'm sure. But
I'm not saying you're wrong. That's your
I'm
opinion.
just saying my opinion
like,
is I don't think team movies tell the best stories. Like just even in just like movies in general, when you get too many characters, you're not really interested in the story.
That is one
I'm
of the good
curious
strengths.
about Infinity War and Endgame because Infinity War and Endgame kind of buck the trend of what you'd expect with those, and they do some.
Yeah.
Both of them do something completely different than you'd expect. There was anger amongst like dorky fucking super Marvel nerds because of how Endgame kind of subverted what people wanted, and I think that's why it works so well. I mean, they're both excellent.
For as much as people like want to dump on Russo's, like the one big strength they have is team up movies. They are so good at allocating time and allocating sort of story bits and pieces to different characters throughout. Because like every one of these characters in these movies have had like solo movies,
Right.
So like they're very, very good at allocating that time. And also he brought in a lot of those directors and writers from those other movies to be like, how would these scenes work with these characters? So it feels natural and it's never too much of one guy. They're very, very good at that in both Endgame and Infinity War, for whatever that's worth.
Yeah, and it looks like they figured out the look of movies too.
Looks a lot better.
This looks. I'm very impressed. Shout out to Sam Altman.
Mm.
OpenAI has come a long way.
Oh no!
It does look better though. All the stuff in like the X-Men.
I got to put my hand up on that one. Like the X-Men stuff, when they're close up and they're like shooting up on the face, looks good. Anytime they go on a wide shot and they have the Doom stuff, I thought it looked very animated. Which can be cleaned up in 4 months. Like with their machine, they could maybe get it looking pretty good by then. But
we'll see how the stuff with like outside and shit looks. But like a lot of the inside stuff looks closer to what we saw with like Thunderbolts and Spider-Man than we did with previous stuff.
Yeah.
Way closer.
Like, what do you think looks better, like that or like the third act of
But also,
Shang-Chi?
here's the other thing too. If the movie's good, I don't really give a fuck.
You don't give a fuck about what?
Like if it looked like Infinity War and Endgame didn't exactly look like fucking masterpieces visually, but they also were awesome and they told good stories, and so I don't think I really cared. I'm not saying I need to look bad, but I'm saying like if it's on par with like Infinity War and Endgame and it's good, then that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, there's a bug going in front of me. It did kind of look like the end of Endgame though. Like the
for sure.
Yeah,
that part, that's a different story because the inside stuff looked better than almost. It looked more on par with Thunderbolts and Brand New Day, which we've been saying for weeks is what we wish they would go for. The ticket sales, it's on sale. It's the biggest 4-month advance pre-sale ever. We'll see if that continues to pace. Obviously, it's diehards buy early, but the tracking early is that it's going to be a fucking monster.
But that doesn't. I say that it's good. Obviously, you don't want that bad tracking. But as Spider-Man's proven, that doesn't really. When it wants to break through and be this $1 billion movie, which it will be, you know what I mean? Like, a giant movie like Spider-Man is. It's not about the pre-sales. It's about after that.
For sure, but I'm just saying. I think it's pretty clear. It's and I said it when I was there in New York when we talked together. I do think that Spider-Man's success will be a huge part of this, and I think Spider-Man just put a pretty big jolt into things.
Absolutely.
Certainly can't hurt.
$2 billion across this weekend.
And it looks like Spider-Man will be in this movie. Which one? I mean, they kind of confirmed it, right? With that homework sheet.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, there's a shitload of stuff that I think we don't know. Like a ton of stuff. So
yeah.
We'll see how it does. But yeah, $2 billion. And now for Spider-Man Brand New Day, the question becomes how high will it end up in the top 5 all time?
No.
Oh, yeah. There's been, I was looking, I think there's been $5 billion movies this year already. There were only 4 last year, and that's counting Niza 2.
Which is the 5th highest grossing movie of all time.
Yeah, and that made $2 billion last year. So I'm counting that. I believe counting that there were 4 last year, and there's already been 5 this year. Pretty cool.
I mean, we're on pace,
it is
did you see, for
27 million behind Infinity War.
Really?
Yeah, they're on pace. We're on pace right now. I'll double check this because that's a big claim, but I do think we are on pace right now for the biggest box office year of all time,
which is 2019, 2017.
Had to be with Endgame year, right?
Which, like, I mean, that's you're not even talking Dune, you're not even talking Endgame yet. Like that is pretty crazy. So, but yeah, Brand New Days, 27 million behind Infinity War. It will pass that. It's 47 million behind Force Awakens. Will pass that. Larger gap to Ninja 2. It's like 200 million almost. It's about the same, 230 behind Titanic. It's about 300 behind Way of Water. And then it's about 700 and almost 800 behind Endgame.
And for all you people out there, I hear people right now saying, "Can you believe Klemmer never saw Avengers Endgame?" I saw Ninja 2. Okay,
you
buddy.
Did see Ninja 2.
So until you see Ninja 2, don't come at me with your Avengers talk. I want to. That's what I'll say.
That little kid and those fireballs.
I saw those fireballs. I saw the water stuff. I saw Ninja 2.
Yeah, this looks right.
No, I'm saving those. I was gonna watch them all, like, and then I'm like, I'm just gonna save them for Endgame. I'm gonna save them for Super Critics. And I was talking to you guys. I'm bummed out. And this kind of goes back to our physical media. I wish there was like a really good physical.
I keep telling you this. There is though. They're just sold out.
I know, but I don't think there's even in 4K though.
There are. I own them in 4K.
The Infinity Saga thing was in 4K.
I think so. I own the Mondo Steelbooks. I own all the best in 4K. The problem is, and this is where Criterion's great, and this is an issue. What you're saying is not wrong. It's an issue. They made them, but the company that made the coolest Marvel stuff stopped making Steelbooks.
That stinks.
Yeah, so that's a bummer. So that's where...
Why doesn't Disney make them? Like, Disney...
They passed off to Sony. But no, they're still making, like, they just made, ironically, which I will not buy the box set for Mandalorian and Grogu until they release Andor.
That Steelbook's great, though. It looks so
cool. I will. I don't care how good. I will not until they release Andor Season 2.
Yeah.
But the issue is that they that's where Criterion's good is they sell out, but then they come back in stock. And that is a huge issue. Because you're right. I mean, it's a bummer. But
I just wish there was, because back when I was a kid and when you guys were kids, Disney owned the video market. They put out the highest quality, like, VHSs. They had the nicest cases. I know this is like a million years ago.
That is why K-pop Demon Hunters, we need that to make so much fucking money for Criterion. That needs to make a fuckload of money, and hopefully it kind of sparks.
I'm gonna give Marvel a real shot. Like when we start doing Super Critics, I'm gonna buy each one.
When are you gonna watch those movies? Or even you're not gonna come close to getting to that until
to what?
Are you even going to get to those by Secret Wars and Infinity War and Endgame?
I have no idea, but I'm gonna buy each one individually and really spend time with it and care for it. And I really wanted to build like a nice collection and really care for it. And I just feel like my options are just more limited than I'd hoped.
The Mondos are great, but you can only the Mondos only go up. They're 4K. The Mondos are great. But you only go up until Endgame.
Right. That's what I mean. It's gonna look like shit, and I'll have a janky collection. I don't want that.
Are you not going to see Infinity War and Endgame before you watch Doomsday?
I don't think you
Correct.
would. Yeah.
Correct.
Oh my God. That's
I think I'll be able to connect the dots here.
It's a direct continuation of Endgame.
I know, but I know a lot of.
For our sake, selfishly, I kind of like that. It gives a different perspective, but
I know what happened in Endgame. I know, like, I know the beats of what happened in it just from living in the world. But like,
but they are good though. Like I would stand on that pretty.
I'm sure they are good. Like there are Marvel, like Iron Man's really good. It's a really good movie. So it's a great movie. So like there are and I'm excited. I really love the Spider-Man movies.
I kind of like that. Your two like characters should be what's the stupid fucking movie that you like that you pretend you like? Jumanji.
I do.
Wait. Subtitles. What's the title?
Pretend.
What's the subtitle?
Try like final level.
No. Come on, you forgot again. That's crazy.
I got a lot on my mind right now. I got a baby on the way.
Holy shit!
Actually, I didn't even tell the story.
No. It's level something.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not. Next level was the last one. He likes them all
so much he mixes them up.
Yeah. God, how do you still not know the name of this movie?
Oh no! I just was thinking about it. Shit.
That's crazy.
I'll think of it.
And all three of us know it, right?
Yeah.
All three of us know that's insane.
Give me the initials. It's
2
words.
Video game reference.
OW.
Yeah.
It's a super video game reference.
I know. I can't think
Jesus Christ.
One world.
No.
One.
You got one of the words right.
Close.
I don't know.
It's Jumanji Open World.
Yeah.
Come on.
I gotta say that. Open world.
Come on.
Open world curly.
You being Jumanji guy and then doing like a doing
Never.
I'm so bad at being the Jumanji guy.
You should be Phase 5 Marvel guy. You're like, Phase 5, baby.
Yeah, you're the Phase 5 Marvel Defender.
I'm probably the only person in the world that's seen Eternals that has not seen Endgame.
Yeah, that's actually.
You guys like
definitely
Infinity Saga?
That's true.
Phase
I've
5.
seen Brave New World.
Yeah, I've seen. Definitely the only one that's seen Brave New World. But
What do you want? I had a real job for a long time and wasn't into the Marvel movies, and then I got a job here and I want to do more movie content. What do you want from me? I'm a human being.
What's your favorite genre of movie? Action, drama, comedy, sci-fi? Well, I can tell you what mine is, and that's Jason Statham mowing down bad guys in a one-man crusade. And good news for me, my beloved action hero returns to theaters next month with his newest film, Mutiny. The film is described as Die Hard on a boat, and if that doesn't sell you, just go check out the trailer right now. I personally recommend the second trailer, which features not only Jason Statham doing Jason Statham things, but also as Muhammad Ali's I'm the Greatest speech running in the background, which is basically a cheat code to get me in the theaters opening weekend. This time, Jason Statham's on a mission to expose an international conspiracy and uncover a human trafficking ring. Can he pull it off? Make sure to see Mutiny only in theaters on August 21st and find out.
All right, let's do our list. Let's do our list. Figure's a good time to do this one. Though some of us like the
Yeah, I think it's a bad time to do this one.
Good concept, bad movie. Top 10. Good concept, bad movie. 4 people voted, ranked choice ballot. You get some bonuses if you finish in the top 3, top 1, whatever. You get bonuses if you show up on all the lists. Oh man, I just realized my number 2 didn't make the list.
Wow.
Fuck. Though, actually, Gooch, I need a clarification on something.
Ooh. Okay.
Because I don't know if you. Hold on. I just texted you. First one or second one?
Second one.
Second one?
Yeah.
Okay, major changes the list. Hang on a second.
Yeah, sorry. That's what I get for doing this at midnight.
Okay. All right. Here we go. We probably cut that. We just had a big change. Had a huge catch. There is a tie at number 10. Good concept, bad movie. Good concept, bad movie. It's both people's number ones. Oh, number 11 is brutal.
Wow, what the fuck?
The number 1, Klemmer. Here, your number 1. Here.
Yeah. That's the
Tom Hanks house
Tom
movie.
Hanks house movie.
To be clear, we're doing good concept.
Yeah, good
I
concept?
think that's a good concept. I think it was badass. I
So
think that could
here,
have been
I think it
really
might have been
good.
don't
both.
remember here, which 2 of the 12 people who saw that, or 4 of the 12 people who saw this movie are on this show right now. Here was a movie set only in one location the entire time. It was directed by Robert Zemeckis, Tom Hanks, Robin Wright, and it showed it was nonlinear storytelling. It's one camera angle from the house.
From it's
98%
one room.
of the
Yeah,
movie.
one room being built from
That
the fucking
one room.
Yes.
And it shows all the things that happened, from whether it be Native Americans,
Yes.
dinosaurs,
Right.
Mhm.
Benjamin Franklin, and I'm not just saying, like, literally Benjamin Franklin. And then you drive by that's a great thought. Boy, did I have a good thought. Me, Benjamin Franklin. Like, that's basically what the scene is. It's like,
Yeah,
oh my
electricity.
God.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you guys are like talking about like why all these movies, like it was just such a goofy way to execute. Obviously, if you did the movie right, you just would have had it be like one family over the course of whatever time, and you have it be people that aren't acting like they're in a 1930s like stage play. Like it was really ham-handed,
de-aged and
Dreadful Paul Bettany role, by the way.
It's like hard. Like it just couldn't have. They couldn't have executed it any worse than they did. And I think, but if you remember when the idea came out, people were excited about it. I was excited about it. That's a good idea for a movie. Horrible movie.
So, like, to a degree,
I
maybe
don't-
Jeff, and maybe you might agree with this. And I think that maybe is almost similar is Searching, where you're kind of stuck at the same angle for most of the movie, and that was a very good movie. But I don't know that this particular idea was that good, but the execution was certainly terrible.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's I guess interesting as like a small indie release concept.
short, yeah.
short, but as a feature film.
I really liked the idea when I heard about it. I'm like, oh, this could be Zemeckis and Zemeckis obviously,
Exactly.
like Tom Hanks. Like, let's go.
Yeah.
Is number 2 Welcome
And
to
right.
Marwin?
Yeah, well, God, Welcome to Marvin. That's a bad.
I didn't even on my list, but that could have been an
know why I said
interesting
anything.
idea too.
I don't think that ever had.
Yeah,
legs.
Here was. I mean, I remember seeing Here. This was like a big moment the year this movie came out because I was so excited just to like dump on this movie because it was just preposterous.
It was a terrible movie. I said, this is the thing. It's good. In my opinion, I think that is an interesting concept. Bad movie.
Dude, and of course,
Tied-
because it's a
tied for 10.
he had to eat the trash and fucking de-age everybody. He had to use
Right,
technology
yes.
somehow in a way that just is distracting because that's just who he is now.
AI.
Tied with Kenjac's number 1, Death Note.
There we go.
I don't know what that is.
Death Note. Did I have that on my list?
What?
Gooch is number 1.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was like, I definitely didn't have that on my list.
My number 1, the Netflix adaptation of the beloved Japanese manga
Yeah.
Death Note, that was also
There it is.
turned
Yeah,
into an
yeah,
animated
Gooch, yeah,
series,
Gooch.
which was fantastic.
Yeah, anime's been. You would actually, I think, be very interested in the concept.
This is like the one anime, if you asked anime fans, the weebs of the world, which one could be most easily turned into something live action and distributed to American audiences, it's Death Note. It's a great concept. Got like a edgy teenager genius gets a book from a god of death, falls from the sky, and if he writes somebody's name in it, they die. And he takes it upon himself to be the king of the world, basically. The moral line for
He's going to kill every bad guy, and I'm going to make the world a better place.
And obviously that comes with it. It's a folly, and
Yeah.
he has his downfall. But the adaptation, good lord, who was it?
Oh.
Alex Wolff, inspired casting of Willem Dafoe as the God of Death. But it's early Netflix movies, and it fucking sucks.
Yeah.
It's so bad, and it's such a disappointment from what
Yeah,
it could have been.
stinks.
Yeah.
Because I legitimately think they can come back to this well and try it again. And
for
honestly,
sure.
play it straight, call it something different, and it will still work.
Yeah.
It's great.
Number 9. I could not believe this wasn't on more than 2 lists. It was 4 for me, 6 for Gooch. That is the 1995 banger. It's on my shelf somewhere. Waterworld.
I don't know how much of the I'm like in love with the idea.
Mad Max on water.
But
Mad Max on
Yeah,
water.
come on, with I mean, the fucking the stunt show at Universal also. I think it's still active, by the way.
Am I crazy? It's not a bad movie.
It's not terrible.
I think it's not good.
It doesn't deserve the reputation.
I don't.
It has, certainly.
I didn't. It didn't make my bar for being a bad movie. That's why I didn't include it.
But the concept for me is awesome.
Concept's awesome. The concept's better than the movie
Right.
for sure. I'm
Oh,
not
so
arguing
you don't
that.
have it because you don't think it's bad.
Yeah. I don't think it's good. I don't think it's bad.
I don't know if I was ever like that. Wow, what a great idea for a movie.
I think it's a pretty great idea.
But I'm also with Klemmer where I'm like, I remember when I first saw Waterworld, all I'd ever heard about is this is the biggest bomb. It sucks. Blah blah blah. I'm like, it's just okay, pretty standard silly movie.
You also get a pretty fun Dennis Hopper performance.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like there's some good things about that movie.
Kevin Costner has
It
gills.
also looks interesting at times.
Costner wasn't the right guy for that movie.
No,
I
he
think that was
wasn't
a
the right
big
guy.
problem.
Yeah,
that's a huge.
that hair is
problem.
crazy.
Yeah, the gills.
Oh
Ugh.
my god.
Yeah.
But it's just the for this list. I don't know how you guys are doing it. It was really the gap between concept and quality of movie
Sure.
that kind of got it
Yeah.
here for me.
You know
That's
who
fair.
was in that? Unless I'm misremembering, the fucking guy from Dante's Peak, Grant Herzog or whatever.
Oh, Grant
Is he in it?
Herzog.
Herzog, yeah. I'm
Yes.
pretty sure he's in that. Yeah, Clooney's right hand man.
Future producer.
Yeah, yeah. No, I understand what you guys are coming from on there. Waterworld.
Yeah, again, Mad Max on water is the best way to put it.
Yeah.
This should have been sick.
Got some high quality H2O. How'd you get that? Pure.
One of the most
what's it called?
expensive movies
Pure?
ever made.
Yeah.
I
I
could
mean,
do a rewatch.
production
Haven't seen it in
value
a
is
while.
cool. All the production value. stuff's
Production
cool.
value is pretty impressive.
Or cost
Yeah.
$1 billion to make
Yeah.
at the time.
My number 1 didn't make it past 8. I was gutted. This is. If you told me to make a poster boy for this list, it's this movie. I thought more people would have it, and that is The Purge.
But the first Purge isn't bad.
I have it on my
like,
list.
No, I
If it
don't
was
like
the
them. I don't like
franchise.
any of them.
As a franchise, yes, but
I
the
mean-
first one is good.
They're better than they're. I'll give you this. They're better than the other ones.
Yeah.
It's better than the other ones.
But
I don't
think
love the
gap
first Purge.
I think the gap between that Purge and the subsequent Purges is humongous.
But that's not. I just went with the initial because that was the concept. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? It's on my. it's
Clemmer
like-
has it at 15.
yeah.
yeah. I like the first movie. I like the first, not the first Purge, the movie, the first Purge. I like the first Purge movie.
I just always thought it should have been so much better.
Me too. I think The Purge is a bad movie.
Well, I mean, here's the thought process on it, right? Like, if you The first one is good, and you had all these other chances to do it in different ways. Maybe the idea isn't that good if they tried this movie 50 more times and still couldn't make a good movie.
That's fair.
So maybe the idea wasn't that good in the first place.
Yeah.
That's true, and I think we've said that over time. I think we've said, like, they've tried it so many different ways. Maybe it just sucks. Maybe it just stinks.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the answer. But The Purge, man, that first treat, you're like, oh, God, this is sick.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, this is very, like, this is fucking cool.
I remember the trailer being awesome. Like that
Trailer was
trailer.
sick.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're like, damn, it has the Purge sound effect, right? It has, like, the warning. It has, like, the PSA, all that stuff. I thought that was great. But the movie was just a letdown.
I couldn't have that high up, I don't think. I enjoy the first Purge.
So
Not
I
the first
put this
Purge.
next one at number 9 on my list, and I didn't think anyone was going to put it because I'm like, I think I'm stretching too. I think I'm throwing too wide of a cast here. But Gooch saw the vision. His number 4 is my number 9. That is The Hobbit, which I think are we calling all the Hobbit movies?
Desolation
I
of Smog.
think you have to pair them together because the
Yeah, the
source
Hobbit
material
trilogy.
is a one thing. It's a singular story, and so the adaptation is, I think, singular. Has to be at least evaluated on a singular level.
Here would be my pushback, is that the Lord of the Rings books are an advancement on the smaller story of The Hobbit. So to go from the climax of Lord of the Rings back to a smaller scale, I think was maybe the mistake. So maybe that, as far as idea, wasn't a good idea. Maybe idea-wise, it needed to be a very, very small story, like very, very tiny.
It should have been one movie.
That too. But also, I think going from the scale of Lord of the Rings down to The Hobbit was maybe not a good idea in the first place. Maybe.
I don't know. I think The Hobbit is just wonderful as a read. Like, it's one of the first long books I read as a child, and it just whisked me away. I love it. And I think the first 40 minutes kind of catches the tone of what the Lord of the Rings franchise was supposed to be and what it was, and then it just goes to hell the second the CGI comes on screen.
Yeah.
Which is just the biggest problem with it. Like, well, there's two major problems. One, it shouldn't have been 3 movies. 2, Peter Jackson just lost his fucking mind.
Also,
And
being put on that late
yeah,
didn't help. So
yeah, it's just not good.
It
really.
just they just I fucking hate these movies. I hate all 3 of them. They look like shit. They look like fucking soap operas.
Dude, the
frame,
barrel
all
scene.
that bullshit. The way it's filmed is terrible, I think. I've always hated him. And again, it's hard to pin it fully on old P. Jack, right? Because I know he didn't really get exactly what he wanted here. But to stretch that book out into 3 movies is just fucking preposterous.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane. It's like half the size, if that, maybe a third of the size of one of the, just one.
The Hobbit is 310 pages. The Fellowship of the Ring is 423.
Okay.
The Two Towers is 352. The Return of the King is 416.
And all those movies have natural ebbs and flows. The books too, like they naturally end at good spots. Like The Hobbit doesn't have that.
No.
Like as one movie, it would have worked perfectly. It did not, I think, in this case.
Love the Martin Freeman casting though.
He was really good. There's a
Yeah.
lot of good castings in it. Not even just the returning guys. Like I think there's a lot of solid castings in it. Rich Armitage, I think, is legitimately good.
Lee Pace.
Lee Pace, very good.
Yeah. Evangeline Lilly as the made up
Dude.
woman now
Fucking
who has to fuck the dwarf, the hot dwarf.
Cumberbatch Smog is awesome. Like
The
there's-
Cumberbatch Smog
there's
is great.
There's not many things in this actor wise where I'm like, wow, that sucks. It's just execution wise is
Lord of the Rings is 1,901 pages long. And it covers in the movies 9 hours and 18 minutes. 11 hours if you do extended. 310 pages for the Hobbit movies, and it's 474 minutes.
I mean, you
long.
can make the
That's
same
fucking
argument
monstrous.
with like House of the Dragon now, honestly. House of the Dragon's like an appendage and they're turning it into like
Yeah.
a 5
yeah,
season of
it's just
TV,
crazy.
which is even more egregious.
So yeah, that is our number 7, The Hobbit trilogy. Number 6. Star Wars Attack of the Clones. 2 for me, 5 for Gooch.
Yeah, this is the one where we had to pause right before
He put
getting into the
Clone
list
Wars.
because I accidentally put the Clone Wars, which
Okay.
much shout. No disrespect to what is this? Gendry Tarkovsky.
Tarkovsky, Gennady.
Come on. But Attack of the Clones, it sucks because it is kind of what like Andor promised or ended up following through on, which is a grown-up story within the Star Wars universe. I mean, it's obviously a lot of jargon, a lot of trade talk, a lot of romance, but that could work. Like that, we've seen it work. It should work in the hands of a director who can work with actors. No offense to George Lucas, but the acting is just god awful, and the CGI once again fucking terrible.
I don't know if I was ever like, wow, the idea of Clone Wars was so great.
I think
how could they fuck that up? Like, I don't think it's good enough to like. That's where at least my disconnect will happen in a lot of these. Is like I look at the idea and I'm like, wow, how could you fuck that up? And like I don't think I'm looking at the script of Clone Wars or the idea even of Clone Wars, and I'm like, wow, how could any director screw something like this up? It was such a home run. Like
this is Attack of the Clones you're talking about, right?
Yeah, Attack of the Clones.
Yeah, like this was never going to be good.
I think there's a world where this can be amazing. A different pitch within the Star Wars universe, and more mature and like slowed down, dramatic.
But you saw Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
And then this is next, and like Phantom Menace like had its problems.
So
and
like
then,
Attack of the
worse
Clones,
problem.
you're like, holy shit, a big Star Wars war movie, a on the ground, and everything with the Clone Wars animated shows that this should have been good.
Yeah. I just never once thought, like, I remember going to it almost like as a chore. I remember thinking like, I gotta see it, it's Star Wars, but like this is gonna suck, and it did suck. I guess I never in my wildest dreams thought that was gonna be a good movie in real time. Does that make sense? I don't know.
I guess.
The big ground combat war Star Wars movie should have been awesome, and it was fucking dog shit.
I have a different Star Wars movie on my list, but I don't know if we'll ever get to it. But there's one where I know that should have been handled better. But I had higher hopes for that one. But I don't know if it's. I don't know what Tim.
Oh yeah, you do have one on there.
Did you have new hopes?
Number
No,
5.
I
3 of us have it. 7 for me, 12 for Gooch, 3 for Klemmer. Yesterday, oh my!
I don't think it's not that bad of a movie.
Oh, I think it's a bad movie.
I think it's not bad of a movie.
I think it's a little bit of a wet fart. I rewatched it.
How much better could that movie possibly be?
I think a lot better.
Oh, I think way better. I think way
the third
better.
act is horrible. Like it's
The
so
concept
bad.
is everything.
The first
here.
act is
I don't
good.
think the concept's that good. I don't think it's that cool.
Oh, really?
Everyone
This-
wakes
this-
up and fucking.
This for a long time was one of our most discussed trailers we ever posted on our socials. It went fucking crazy because people were like, "Damn, that's a sick idea."
Oh yeah.
I don't think the gap between execution and concept here. Like, I don't know how much better this movie could possibly be.
The whole third act's horrible.
I'm not saying it's a good movie. I'm not saying it's
The
a good.
first act is good.
The second Kate McKinnon walks
McKinnon.
in.
Oh,
I'm not saying it's fucking Citizen Kane. I'm just saying, like, for the
that's
idea.
just life,
I think
though.
this
The
is.
second Kate McKinnon walks in.
Hey,
Very true.
Just a note. What if we tried Hey Dude?
Great concept carried by Danny Boyle and Himesh Patel's endless charisma. But yeah, this is.
Oh, I was
Kenjac
so
was bawling
disappointed.
his eyes out at the John Lennon scene.
No, I was like, this movie's as dumb as I thought it would be, type of thing. I was like, I didn't think that this was like some A plus concept. I was like, it was goofy movie. That's how I felt with it.
I was kind of excited.
I'm also not the world's biggest Beatles fan.
I
which
love
is maybe a big part of it.
Probably part
so.
of it. I'm sure that's part of it.
I love the Beatles, and I was really
And
excited.
I'm not a Beatles hater. I'm just like not the biggest
right,
Beatles fan.
right.
To be clear, yeah.
It's also like, I will say, obviously it's about the Beatles. Sometimes things are so British that I'm like, ugh.
Takes you out of it.
You
It's like
need that
sludge.
spice talk. You don't want that British stuff. You want that spice talk.
There's the hardest show to binge in the world is The Crown. It's like walking through sludge, and I love The Crown. But it's like if you watch like 6 straight episodes of The Crown, your head is like, what the like the world is moving slower after you do that.
It's so funny because in that show they act like what would be a minor inconvenience in any other show is played as dramatically as the worst thing you could imagine in another show.
Yeah.
Like, which is why I'm excited the same guys are doing the thing with the Kennedys where like actually bad shit is happening. Because like it would be like the Queen didn't wear a white dress on Labor Day. It's like, and it is a 3 episode arc.
Right.
Like it's crazy.
Someone we just talked about, well, someone who stars in another movie we just talked about is back on the list at number 4. 10 for me, 14 for Gooch, 2 for Kenjac. That is Hayden Christensen's Jumper.
Oh, I haven't.
Gooch's
seen
favorite.
A movie I like. A movie I like and enjoy and will rewatch from time to time. Not a good movie. Not in a great concept, and apparently the books are pretty entertaining. But it just like goes off the rails with the hunters and the Samuel L. Jackson stuff. But like the idea of
Very
being able
cool
to teleport
concept.
wherever is so fucking cool that it's shocking how badly they fumbled this.
Yep.
Very, very, very cool concept. This is one where I think the gap is pretty large. Where like that idea where like you wake up and all of a sudden you can just teleport anywhere in the world. You can just teleport, go places, become whoever you want to be through that like abuse or abuse of power. That to me is such an interesting idea. Christensen probably not the best fit for it.
He stinks.
A lot of the actors here
not like
probably not the
breaking
best fit
news.
for it. But man, it's a tough movie. It's tough.
You guys can't see this if you're not watching on YouTube, but there is like the tiniest gnat right now
It just keeps attacking us.
terrorizing
Oh,
us.
it really likes Gooch.
Yeah.
It's going to me, and then it'll go to Kenjac, and then Klemmer, and then whip its way back around.
Goes directly in your eye. It's
Yeah,
insane. Like,
The idea of teleporting anywhere is sick. It's just the movie just doesn't work.
yeah.
It's kind of dumb.
Hayden Christensen is.
Not a good actor.
Like,
Yeah.
I said, can you argue he's like the worst actor who got major projects this century?
Nope.
Could-
Gal
could
Gadot.
Funnily enough, maybe Mark Hamill has a case for that.
Mark Hamill also. Yeah, he did not make it great.
He was good in Life of Chuck.
His voice work, other level, and maybe
Back
Hayden
to Life of
Christensen's.
Chuck.
Yeah, Life of Chuck. I like Life of Chuck.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
we know.
Klemmer does like him, The Life of Chuck.
Yeah.
Number 3. This, I think, is a great pick. 5 for me, 13 for Gooch, 4 for Kenjac. In Time with Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, this is such a cool
What
idea.
if time?
I haven't
is
seen this. What is
perfect?
this?
Oh,
I don't even know
it's
what this
such a
is.
cool
Do I know
idea.
this?
All right, listen to this
Oh,
You should
concept.
know.
Okay,
Listen to this
I
concept.
Like,
think
Gooch
you
breaks
should
down.
watch it, but like it's the concept is
Yes.
In a world where
it's
people
kind of
sell their
apocalyptic, I
time
guess.
for years.
Yeah.
Yeah, like basically
Time is
everyone's got a
money.
number
Oh, I
on
know
their
this now.
arm.
Yeah.
Yes, you can sell your time.
And so
I like
all the
that
rich
idea.
people
Time
live
is life.
forever.
When you run out, it's over. So the
That's a
more
good
time-
idea.
Yeah, and
But you can
it's-
buy more time.
You can like all the rich people hoard time,
Yes.
and all poor people are working to like literally extend their lifetime. And
Can you
there's
buy time for someone you don't like? Like I don't like Meek Phil. Could I go
So,
buy time? for
No,
him?
because time is money. The time is money in this world. You work for time,
Oh, I see. Right.
That's
right,
how you
right,
get paid.
Right.
and it's a really cool idea. And there's timekeepers, which
Can
are
you
like
trade
police.
time?
Yes,
You can gamble
Oh.
time.
you can gamble.
Oh,
That's how.
gamble
That's how you
time.
get time. Like,
Pretty
it's-
awesome.
Yeah, Justin Timberlake, Amanda Seyfried, Olivia Wilde, Cillian Murphy.
It's a good cast.
Oh yeah, get
Yeah.
this. Olivia Wilde plays JT's mom.
Yeah, and so his mom's like a hot like 25-year-old. But he's also a
Oh,
hot
because they
25-year-old.
bought time.
Yeah, because your time just keeps
Yeah,
going.
yeah,
All right.
yeah.
I don't hate this movie, to be clear. Like this is another one where the concept carries it far enough for me to have fun. But like we're talking about, it's kind
It's
of a
from
fucking
Andrew
mess.
Niccol, who did Gattaca, did
Which I like.
Ooh,
Lord of
Gattaca too.
War.
also be on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. He
Actually, no. I was thinking of Equilibrium.
Gattaca's good.
Yeah, I like
time
Gattaca.
the what do you call it? Timberlake, I don't think was a great fit in this part particularly. I think Cillian Murphy is awesome. Olivia Wilde's also very good. Like the whole cast around Timberlake is very strong. He wasn't maybe the right fit in that moment.
What was the problem with this movie? You guys like what? Like why would you?
Just kind of loses steam pretty fast. Like they have
Yeah.
a lot more they can do. Like the whole thing is like Timberlake's like poor, right?
All right.
And like he's running out of time, and like this guy like he times out, right? As they say, he times out. He's just like, I got like centuries of time left, and he just gives it. He's like, he gives it all to Justin Timberlake and kills himself basically. And then like the whole world is like, why does this guy have like 3 centuries of time? Like it's and they try to break the system so that everyone can have equal amounts of time and like. Yeah,
So
it's
like,
yeah.
like socialism or communism.
It just
Except it's your
comes
life
down to the fact
span,
that it's
yeah.
like I just don't think it ever gets interesting after like the initial concept wears off. Like you're like, okay, I get it. Like it just kind of it never finds
It's a
another
wall,
interesting
yeah.
angle to take it.
Are people just like really obese in this world?
no, everyone's like hot 25.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
like
all
hot
pretty
25 to
attractive.
35-year-old like type of look.
Okay.
It also looks horrific too.
The visuals are tough.
The visual aesthetic
hard.
is absolutely dreadful.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like,
Um,
you remember the Total Recall remake?
Yeah,
Kinda has
I
that-
haven't seen it, but I remember
It's bad, but it has like that visual aesthetic.
Ugh.
Kind of want to rewatch this now, though.
Me
Not gonna
too.
lie.
I rewatched it last year, I believe. I think that's I most recently watched it. Number 2, 6 for me, 11 for Gooch, 1 for Kenjac. That is Hancock with Will Smith.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think it's a bad movie.
It's
I don't think it's terrible,
the second I think like roughly
reveal happens.
yeah.
which it's
Yeah.
been out
Yeah,
for 15
it's-
years. The fact that it's a
the
sister.
issue is it's too early, right? The reveal's almost too early.
It's also
where
just
it
a
kinda
dumb
derails
reveal, like-
everything.
I think it's like
It's a
at the
dumb
turn
reveal.
into the third act.
You could do that
maybe right
same
before.
movie. You could do the same movie without Charlize at all.
That's not a bad movie.
And I think it's a much better movie.
It's not a bad movie.
Or just don't make her the sister. It is
Yeah.
like the sex appeal between Will Smith and Charlize is great up until then. Fantastic. And
Solid
Jason Bateman is
Solid
like
Bateman.
the
Yeah.
husband is great in between. And the idea of him as like this PR consultant for a superhero down on his luck. Love it all. The jail scene, great. And then the wheels just come
Yeah.
the fuck off.
That's fair.
It's so subversive, especially from that era of comic book movies. Like it's such an interesting idea. Really, really cool concept. Just man, yeah, the wheels really flew off.
Another trailer that I remember just absolutely
Yeah.
lighting the world on fire.
Dude, when he's drunk flying through the signs
Yeah.
and the billboards on the street, like it's awesome. Oh,
I think
when
I
you-
got too hung up on bad movie because that's another one I wouldn't even consider on this list.
but like that's the gap between execution and like
Yeah.
the concept's like up here.
All right.
Like even if the movie's okay, like that's to me annoying. Remember when he like flattens the thing? Was it like a lampshade?
Yeah.
Cuts that dude's head off. Oh, it's so cool.
It was written by Vince Gilligan.
Was it really?
Was it
What
really?
a jump.
I didn't know that.
Going
I
from
didn't
that
know
to
that
Breaking
either.
Bad. That's crazy.
He had done X-Files before that.
Yeah.
He's listed as a co-writer.
That's still interesting.
There's only 2 writers on here, so
I'm a Hancock guy.
Me too. That's what I'm saying. I can't say
But
it's a bad
the
movie.
concept was way cooler.
I'm a jumper guy. But I can accept that there is a gap between the concept and the movie.
Yeah.
All right.
Number 1 was a clear winner. We all had it. 3 for me, 4 for Gooch, 4 for Klemmer, 3 for Kenjac. Downsizing.
Yeah.
I thought that was gonna be an Oscar winner. I thought that was gonna be like an Oscar.
Oh, everyone did. It was a fucking. It was an
yeah.
Oscar
I'm
favorite.
so amped
Yep.
up to go to the theater to see that.
Yep. Good cast. Even in retrospect, like some other like Hong Chow is like a nobody in that
Good
movie.
trailer. Matt Damon checks out if his penis got smaller, right?
Yep.
And then in the trailer.
Yep.
It's Alexander Payne.
That's
I
what
know.
mean.
A guy who
Yeah.
really only kind of makes good movies.
Kristen Wiig.
They spend half the movie in the rainforest.
Mm-hmm.
It's so bizarre.
That's really.
Um,
It's a bummer.
so that's
of a
number
movie.
1. Downsizing. Yeah, it's a bummer. Once you realize that they're not going anywhere with it, you're like, what the fuck?
And now you're trapped in this rainforest with them for an hour. And remember, the movie was really long too, wasn't it?
Very long. It felt.
I know Christoph Waltz gets on a fucking little boat with him, and you're like,
Fuck.
what the
Greenland and
hell?
like actually the world's over and you're
Get
all
me
little
outta
tiny
here.
people now. It's like to conserve resources.
Number 11, Klemmer. I had this one too. I had it at 12. You had it at 6. Return to Oz.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, how do you fuck up that?
That's funny. They were.
I saw that in the theaters. I saw it. I actually went
Yeah.
to the premiere, Radio City Music Hall. My dad was a stagehand there, and he got me tickets to the premiere of that. Horrible.
Which one is that? Is that the Burton?
No. That's the one with Fairuza Balk, from 1985.
They referenced that in Super Detectives.
Yeah.
Remember? They say like
They
they,
do.
they shot Return to Oz
They
right up the
do,
road.
they do.
Who hasn't seen Return to Oz?
Klemmer and I had the only other crossover not on the list here. Not Civil War. He had Civil War too. Him, the recent football horror movie that
dude.
people thought was Jordan Peele, which wasn't.
Oh, I thought that was gonna be so. That's a great pick. Damn, I thought that was gonna be good.
That one should have been good.
Oh,
The rest
yeah.
are all one-offs, so I'm going to rip through them really quickly. Civil War.
Civil War.
Klemmer had that.
yeah, but
Gooch
I
had
like
Jurassic
Civil War.
World Dominion.
Yeah,
Which we kind of talked about, yeah.
yeah.
Kenjac had Daybreakers.
Daybreakers are very reverse vampires.
Oh,
Reverse
the
vampires. That's a
Franco
cool idea.
Fox.
yeah.
No,
Klemmer had Super Mario Brothers movie.
The one in
Um,
1993.
yeah, the
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Like to
I'm
do like
thinking of
edgy, dark
Leguizamo and-
Mario.
What am I
Yeah.
thinking of? Day
Kenjac,
Revenge.
Leave the World Behind, a Quiet Place, Day One,
Day-
Klemmer, Lucy, Gooch, Project Power, Kenjac.
Project Power is a cool idea. Super, you get
65,
superpowers from
Kenjac.
drugs. Yeah,
Another, yeah.
65 hours. Yeah.
Cowboys and Aliens, Gooch.
Yeah.
The Klemmer, Klemmer. No, the Babe Ruth movie.
With John Goodman?
A Babe Ruth movie could be awesome. What are we talking about? A Babe Ruth.
I know, but like
that movie's horrible.
I just laughed. It's just like
It's such a bad movie. I saw it in the
I think-
theaters. I
I
was
think
so
the thing
mad.
is- we're all thinking
you
of,
hate biopics though.
I do, but that movie is awful. It's
It's a
so
dreadful movie. It's one of the
And,
it's
like,
one of the worst movies ever made.
Babe Ruth had like a really interesting life. Like that. I think there could have been something.
I think it's just funny in contrast to like we're picking like all sci-fi concepts type of shit, like interesting brain busters, just kind of straight.
Yeah, just maybe like the Babe.
that was really poor.
That was
shot.
very
the
bad.
Babe Ruth
That was
movie.
very bad.
It's a terrible, terrible movie.
I mean, if we could do just
Next
bad
one, I can't
biopics,
believe somebody put this one. This is a great movie. The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
I'm sorry.
Nah,
I didn't put that.
one.
I didn't
That was
put
my
that.
number 8. That one. That's one of those ones where good concept, bad movie. Then I say the concept out loud and it kind of sucks.
Yeah, it
but-
sounds terrible.
That's the movie that got Sean Connery retire. He's
He
like,
did.
this
Yeah.
movie sucks so much. Like I don't want to do
He,
this anymore.
he didn't do
It's
Lord of the
Tom
Rings
Sawyer.
Gandalf to do that.
Stop.
What a fucking tough one. Yeah, Tom
Let's go
Sawyer.
from Klemmer, Bicentennial Man,
There
a
you go.
crazy
Okay.
movie.
Steve Robinson. Shout out.
Yeah, Aragon, the book.
Oh, yeah.
I
on.
remember liking the book. I never.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
fantasy chosen one with dragons.
Yeah.
Give me
Last House on the Left, Kenjac, Eddie Klemmer.
Do you guys
number
remember
10.
that Last House on the Left? I thought that was gonna be a banger. That
I don't
cast,
remember that one.
Ethan Hawke, Mahershala Ali, Julia Roberts.
Oh,
I read the
that
book.
one. That
Yeah.
one. The
Yeah,
Sam
yeah,
Esmail
yeah.
movie.
In the trailers, I thought that was gonna
Yeah.
be awesome.
No, yeah.
Thor, Love and Thunder, Gooch, World War Z, Kenjac.
Great book.
Which I love World War Z.
Great book.
The book-
The execution of the book is great. The movie just has nothing.
Movie's
to do
nothing
with
to do with the book.
Nothing
Yeah.
to do with the book whatsoever.
I love the movie. Yeah.
I don't care for that
Yeah,
movie
neither
very
do I.
much.
Oh, really? Yeah,
It's
I love
fine.
that
It's fine.
movie.
It's not bad. It's fine.
Cloud Atlas, I said.
Oh,
Is that a good?
I don't know if it's like a good. Is
that a good
book, right?
concept?
It's a book, right? I think. Right.
I don't know.
I think you're thinking of
Could be
Atlas
good.
Shrugged.
Atlas Shrugs.
No.
That is a book.
I'm pretty sure Cloud Atlas is a.
You know what I didn't put on there is Valerian because that movie fucking rules.
I think we both like Valerian, like to a degree.
Jackpot, Kenjac.
Jackpot's very cool
Equilibrium.
idea.
Steel, Klemmer.
Yeah.
It's a great DC character. They ruined it.
What if the moon fell to Earth? Klemmer had Moonfall.
Moonfall.
Is that a great concept?
What if the moon was actually?
It's a cool-ish concept. No,
they're aliens in the moon, and
if the moon was crashing into Earth, that's kind of cool.
That would be cool, but that wasn't the real.
I know
what
the
it was.
the movie is horrible.
Yeah.
Dark Tower. I heard
the book's really good, but yeah.
Dark Tower should have been good.
Dark Tower should have been good.
Crystal Skull, Indiana Jones, Klemmer.
Yeah, I almost had that.
Oh, I didn't have that one.
Sorry, Kenjac had that.
Yeah.
Klemmer, you had Solo: A Star Wars Story.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be Return of the Jedi, to be honest.
I had Tomorrowland. It is like
oh yeah.
There's a lot of lore, a lot of concepts, and it was a complete wet fart. Brad Bird didn't do Force Awakens to do Tomorrowland.
So then
Looper, Kenjac. I thought you liked that. I love Looper.
Looper's a borderline great movie.
I like Looper. I think it would have been there's possibility there for it to be way cooler. Like I feel like there's like again the gap here between possibilities with that concept and execution. There's just something between that.
Looper is fantastic.
I don't think it's fantastic. I think
and
it's
then finally
good, not great movie.
Passengers, Gooch.
That's a good call.
I like that idea.
That's a good call.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Idea.
That's a good one.
That could have been played a different way, and it could have been like one of the best.
That could have,
movies ever.
Especially consider the leads. That should have been.
That is it. Tony next week, the Matt Johnson, Anthony Bourdain movie, along with
I can't say the word.
Insidious.
Insidious.
The breath of the following or something like that. I don't fucking know.
Demon continues or something.
Yep. That is it for Kenjac, Klemmer, and Gooch. I'm Jeff. We'll talk to you next time.